ずいぶん時間はかかってしまいましたが、お迎えに上がりました。マスター。
Cat High.
Hello?
Good morning, humans. Hello. CAD Draw, thank you so much for the 30-month subscriber Reno on the 30-month streak Reno. That is amazing. Oh, there we go. Finally, the model's starting to move. Hello, everyone. Welcome to stream. Welcome to the wonderful stream that you've all been waiting for. What up, Gandalf? Salutations to you as well. Things have gone quite swell and quite rambunctious, I gotta say. What the hell? That was kind of stupid, but we are here, and we should be ready if the thing doesn't want to show yourself. Oh, video game! There we go. Got it all ready to go, you see. Welcome to the 6.5 Lost Belt AMA stream. If you guys don't know what an AMA is, it's obviously Ask Me Anything. We're gonna have some delicious things, and we're gonna have some wonderful time. Any question you want pertaining LB6 will be answered, obviously, and of course, LB6 will be talked about. So LB 6.5 will be talked about, so it is spoilers. It's gonna be crazy, I gotta tell you. I got a lot of picture for sure that I got to pull out in order for you guys to get understand things, I suppose is a better word, so I can give you guys more notions, so you will get the picture understanding. I probably will pull out this picture here a lot more than I think I will like. Yeah, because this person practically has all the things that I want to talk about, so I'll probably pull it from his video on top of that. Yeah, I mean, this is all the things I need, so never mind. We're gonna pull it out from here. It's just 1000% better that way. I don't know if I'll get caught. No, I won't get striked if I pull it from this video. So we'll do it from that. There's a lot of notes that I gotta talk about too on 6.5, just due to the sheer fact that there's just a lot to discuss, if you know what I'm saying. You know. What is it gonna be about? Well, it's gonna be about LB 6.5. It'll be wonderful. Bum, 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 ba-da-bum, bum. Did I not get the game? I already collected it. Good. Why is this not... There we go. I was wondering why my YouTube side didn't work as well. Because, yeah, I got both chats open right now. So if you guys got anything to say hello to at the beginning, say yo pieces. You know how it be. Hello, everyone. What's up, what's up? Mic test 1 2 1 2. We should be good. No lags, right? We got no lags coming in hot. Excellent. That's what I would like to hear. We got Advanced Quest 18, by the way. It seems Advanced Quest 18 got Hercules. A lot of people are memeing Hercules on Hercules battle. Ain't Turker try to slide in? Try to slide in and stop me out? Yes, sir. Is today anime meme assumption? I mean, we can get that rolling. But at the same time, my good friend, it's Ask Me Anything. 6.5 is here. You guys should have it coming. You guys should have finished it. I'll probably play it in the background while we are discussing it, so we can kind of like, so I can play the game, and while I am playing the game, we can talk about the videos and show you YouTube VODs here and there and pictures here and there to kind of prove my point. I might have to exit 6.5 sometimes to just kind of show you like digital proof and whatnot, but it is what it is. When's Lilium Harvard event happening in JP? On JP, it's gonna happen right after the summer event. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so if you don't know, right after the summer event's over, right next door, it's Lilium Harlem. So it's one of those things you don't have to worry too much about it, to be perfectly honest with you, my friend. It'll be like legit. It'll just be right around the corner. So don't sweat it. Don't sweat a thing. You know what? It doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Bonding? Psst, please. Bonding doesn't matter in FGO anymore. That shit's gonna get bonded sooner or later. .5 review, swimming bag up the Rhinebeck Falls. I mean, listen. Do you really think Rhinebeck Falls can rhyme back balls. It's funny too, because I made my thumbnail. If you don't know, my thumbnail is always on my YouTube. Check it out. If you know where it is, you know where it is. And if you don't know where it is, people won't get where it is. And I've put out enough like convoluted shenanigans to like bust out circumstances and be like, oh, I see, to like be like, what the fuck is this thumbnail? It's pretty lit, I'm not gonna lie. It's quite effective. Simple but effective thumbnail, I gotta say. It's pretty lit. Ooh, damn. Not even close. Feels Batman, chat. Like, what the hell? Trying to, like, farm hill. Final section is Twitch against the world? Yes, of course. Twitch against the whole world. I mean, technically, Twitch is holding down the front line of live streaming, you know? Because everybody looks at live streaming and they look at Twitch, right? And if you look at live streaming, you technically will look at YouTube for longevity and then Kick for instant, you know, dopamines. Oh, this is bad. I totally forgot it's this fight. Oh, shit. I totally forgot that it's this fight. Oh, no! Abort the mission? Dude, I'm not aborting, but I'm assuming he's gonna MLB, not MLB, Invuln Pierce. Oh, thank God. I dodged that, baby. Fuck you, bitch. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, dude. I'm gonna need Jesus up in here. Oh, my goodness. Did I make it? I think I can make it. I think I will be able to survive. Maybe. I'll go through it. I think I can beat it with no problem. Maybe. Kind of looking sus. Never mind. Does not seem to be the case here. Oh my God. He's got a thick boy defense here. I'm hoping Drake can 50%. Ugh. Any attack from Zhang Yu is a lethal dose of booty blasting. Eyes up. Alright, I mean, yeah, I was about to say, it's against Ganyu. I don't know how she's got a weakness. By the way, I believe, if I remember correctly, he should insta-MP at final bar. I think so, too. I genuinely think he does MP at final bar. I have a vague remembrance of that. What it means is that I can't get my team wiped here, but they're wiping my team hard. They're wiping my team hard, mate. Pokey pokey, mate. Oh my God. Yeah, the problematic part here is that I don't have a archer to beat the crap out of Lang Ling's class advantage. I'm just gonna be doing dot damage. He's just following up whatever he attacks. That's disgusting. I might have to abort, yeah, so I can get a better... I just need an archer AoE, that's it. Let's see if I can, let's see if I can finish Lang Ling off. Not even. Feels bad, man. It's very fascinating that they will always attack the very first one. I'm gonna try... Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm gonna try to kill off Lang Lang and probably do a command seal. Because I don't want to do this battle again. That's it. Nice. Yeah, as long as he didn't MP with invuln Pierce, we are good. We are good to go, baby. No problem. Yes, yes. Yeah, I believe that's what's gonna happen. Is that once I break his entire bar, he's gonna MP because Akta is gonna give him a command seal. Oh, but I MP sealed it. God damn. My girl already knows what to do. Let's go. We're gonna die. It doesn't matter if the MP sealed is a thing. Oh, what the hell? He didn't MP. Let's go. He didn't MP, chat. Woo! Yeah, baby! I'm still so fucking dead. Yeah, the damage cut's gonna be a bitch. Go Barry, go volleyball on his ass. Bounce on him. Oh my god. You'll use command spell? Yeah, why not? Why not? It's just a freaking, like a nice little fun fight. I just want the tickets. Yeah, I came in thinking that I'm just gonna be farming. I totally thought I could just farm this away. I forgot this was the Battle 1 versus Hubby. Hubby and Lang Lang. Oh, even with this, chat, I don't know if I can kill it. It's kind of being sus right now. Ah, well. Looks like I'm in trouble. I wonder if this... Oh, it doesn't proc it. Nice. That's good to know. I was genuinely wondering if it was gonna proc, whatchamacallit? If it was gonna proc, Noble Phantasm. He has dodge shrubs? Does he? Yeah, he does, huh? Look how much care I gave when my girl Drake said, "Not today, bitch." That's a tag hack room from non-league players, pretty much. He crib modded, he's a cheater. Frey, is there gonna be a spoiler warning? Of course! My good friend Garche. Practically this entire live stream is about to be a spoiler alert. Like, my good friend. You must understand, right? You must understand. FGO, we're about to hit on Omega spoiler territory. Only on 6.5, right? We're not gonna go any further than that. Like, it'll be NA exclusive, right? So you're not going to get a JP spoiler, because that's, you know, obviously not fair. So you're gonna get an NA spoiler, which means that you're gonna get an NA spoiler. That's it. Like, it's... I don't know how much more do I have to explain that shit to you, right? It's just... It won't spoil JP, LB7, post LB7, etc., etc. So if you are curious, stick around. You know what's funny? I think I can play this shit with Merlin. I genuinely think I can. I just gotta play it right. And then, as always, chat, last one is always gonna be your boy. Your boy Herc. It's just, you know, simple as that. Do I not have Meridian? What's going on here? I thought I already tagged Meridian, I guess not. Meridian. Nani? It's not of a beach. I have 3 4-stars, man. You stupid hoe. I guess I gotta nerf this one to a 4-star too, huh? I mean, nothing wrong with that. It's no big deal. No big deal. Still on road to LB7 prologue, are you? I mean, like I said, I'm only gonna spoil LB6. That's it. Oh, fuck, I forgot. Is this Old Man Lee? It's 5 million people, then Old Man Lee, right? Oh, shit, I fucked up. I was supposed to have AoE. Oh, no, it's just Old Man. Thank God. Thank God. There is no tomorrow. That's right, no tomorrow. Hit you with all this shit real quick. Oh, I forgot he's not divine. Oopsie. It don't matter. Fuck it, dude. If he has any alignment that will hit, what's her face's niche? He's done. It's a nice attack up. We should be good. Need to catch up still on 5.5? Indeed, my friend, you should. 5.5 is quite the long way to go. Oh, I removed his buff. What the fuck? That's cool. Oh, he's pigified. So cute. Violent Feast. Please don't. Please don't attack me. Oh god. He fucking has the sights on me. Oh no! I can't move. I can't move because of the poison! Ah! Did Pope come in with an event? Yes, Pope did come with an event, my friend. Pope came in next year for JP NA players. Next year for NA players, so don't worry. I gotta farm 30% this turn before I get booty blasted. Oh my god, the auto attack death chance. Oh god, what is that? Chance to skill seal each turn. Gross. Ew. Well, shit. I think we're about to learn what it means to be booty blasted by an old man. She does 0 damage, but the double defense down actually helps a lot. Oh my lordy Lou, holy shit. I survived! Ah!
Prepare for trouble.
Thank you so much for the follow, Big Free. Lavenders. Field of Lavenders, thank you so much for the follow. I hope you're doing swell. Welcome to the stream. AMA time very soon. Yes, AMA time very soon. Welcome, friend. So awkward. I can't ult. There's no bueno. Don't worry, we still got a couple other single target casters in our bag. Oh, now you want to MP. Okay. No, not the MP gain down. Not like this. When's it? Yeah. I couldn't pigify the old man. Cersei card, where was it? Dude, Cersei card was non-existent. I didn't want to ask a spoiler question on accident. Well, if you do ask a spoiler question, right, I'll straight up tell you that I can't answer said question because of a spoiler, right? Don't worry. There are things that you can know, and there are some things that I'm not going to tell you just cause. Oh, you stupid hoe. That attack reduction shit. Does my girl got sure hit? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah, shit. Oh, hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about, magical girl. We're about to see some good stuff. How you doing, Lavender? Welcome to the AMA stream. If you got any question cooked up, do let me know. I'm just doing some quick errand here on NA to make sure we get things done so we can get free tickets. I'm not worried about the teapots because we ain't getting no more than Bond 15, so ain't no reason for me to get those pots no more. Alright, we did it. Yippee! I wanted to pigify the old man so we could just do the old man on old man on old man on old man. What was this one, chat? Is this the infinite fucking assassin loop that I have to be careful of? Is this the fight where I need to get my best AoE? Is it Jikuku? Is it time for me to bust out my boy Jikuku? I think it is. What chapter am I going to fight a real yellow caster, Zhang Zhu, and am I going to fight Minamoto no Tamitomo? What are you talking about, Power? Have you not played 6.5? And if you haven't played 6.5, you won't know the answer. I'm not going to be answering dumb questions like that. My good friend, if you played the game, you'll know right away. I gotta make sure this is Castoria now. Instead of, that means I gotta nerf my craft essence. Right here's Meridian should be fine, I think. I hope. And to some people, they don't even know what that means. Oh, who's equipping? Oh shoot, cat. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, who else is equipping Meridian? What? I totally forgot. Can I not do 4-star? Just off by 2, mate. Oh my god, I can't. Man, Bond CE. I swear to god, should get the cost lowered. Bond CE's cost should be lower, like 7. I swear. What 3 stars gonna use? I'm gonna use that. Watch this, baby. Yeah, I'm assuming this is the butt ton of assassins. This is not the butt ton of assassins? Oh no. No! If it's not the butt ton of assassins, I don't goof. Oh, it's Chin. Oh shit, it's Chin. Bruh, I ain't fighting that. I ain't fighting that with that party. Hell no. It's Mothman. I got debated. Y'all debated me. It was a different Mothman. Yep. Let's see. We will go for Avenger. Avenger. He's a single target, so my Dogo's gonna be in the back. Let's use my favorite character. Girl that can actually do some big dick damage. In technicality, I think I'm gonna go like that. And yeah, I'll have Dogo in the back, obviously, because Dogo best. And I think I'll just remove Merlin entirely, to be honest with you. And then, yeah, I think this is ready. Like, it's not that hard. It's not that bad. Especially since this is just a normal fight and not like 10x HP fight. Took me 20 minutes to beat the Super Recollection 90+1. I'm not gonna do any of the Super Recollection one. It's just not worth it. Low-key, it's boring. Now like the teapot just is not worth anymore. Yeah, it's not worth it, in my honest opinion. Like, if I'm getting Bond 20, right? If I'm getting Bond 20, I might be like, oh shit, you know, like maybe I should get this teapot so I can take advantage of gaining points. Like, next few lottos, I can just put a couple servants in the back to gain, you know, gain points whenever I want, so ain't no matter. Dang, this girl is just shredding this boy. MP3 kind of OPP. What's going on here? I've never had a Tyra MP3, so I'm just kind of quite excited. Quite excited about this. Like a kid in a candy store. I made him fight himself this one. Oh, who won? HP Sponge not fun. Yeah, it's not. Especially if you're just getting a teapot. Not worth it. Look at him. He says, I'm invincible. Oh my god, I do hate the fact that he removed the ball. Oh my god. Do that. See, good thing is, hey, Dogo can do that too, you know. How you doing? Boom. 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 What is that one? Inflict curse. That's right. That's right. Alright, we're gonna add some hubris to this bitch here. Some hubris. Mothman with that crit maw was nasty. Yeah. Mothman actually does a really good crit. It's unfortunate that he has not been seen in FGO for God knows how long. Low key, like, he's one of the few characters that never just shows himself in FGO anymore. Oh, I forgot he does that. He, like, removes all my buffs for no reason because he's a butthole. Technically, you can negate that with my daughter. If you have buff removal resistance, I believe you can avoid that. Oh my lambda. Fucking critted out the wazoo, I see. Right, and Von Pierce? Remove buffs, that's right. I don't give a fuck about your buffs, bitch. I don't give a fuck about your buff, bitch. Another reason why she OP. Don't care about your buffs. Boom. Blast him. Oh, you trying to bully my doggo? Not today. That's right. I know you afraid. I know you's a bitch. And I'ma finish you off, dog. Oh, I can't say that, huh? I'm gonna just finish you off with a doggo. I almost said some NSFW. It's not even 10. Oh, it's been 10 minutes. Okay. I'm gonna use all 33 my teapots in the event. Nice. Yeah, you should. It's just worth it. Also, dog event is so cute, by the way. So cute. It's one of the cutest events. You can kind of mess with the dogs. So if you have like, if you want a dog but you don't want a dog in real life, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's the best. Alright, so I'm done. Chat, we did it. We beat NA. Oh, we gotta do more girlfriend chat. That's right. Alright, that should be good enough warm up, right? For NA, LB 6.5, right? So, let us start, shall we? What's the max cost party for JP 120? Here, we'll find out. JP max cost. It's not even 120. You'd think it'd be 120 by now, but it's not. Reminder, I think I'm like 2 levels below, so I think I'm missing 1 point. Yeah, the cap is still small. Like, the cap barely changed. To this day, we technically cannot bring 5-star, 5 CEs, 5-star, 5 CEs, 5-star, 5 CEs, 5-star, 5 CEs. Which, I mean, in technicality, I don't think we need to care too much, as long as we can 5-star, 5 servant the first 3, in my honest opinion with you. But, I'm going to show you right now how much we got. You like my comp? Yes, sir. But yeah, start asking away the 6.5 questions and I'll start going it. I think we have 116. I think it's 15 or 16. I can't remember. I vaguely remember it was an odd number, so it'll most likely be 15. I'm missing 1 point, that's for sure. At least 1. The hardest thing about the Grail front was definitely try to get the chest before winning. True. That is rough, right? Like, the enemy kind of just, like, into you sometime. So you just gotta be like, whoa, chill, stop, like, you know, headbutting me. I'm trying to finish the event. I'm trying to get the boxes. MVP here, chat, is Burgess and Hercules, obviously, because they're OPP, and they're awesome and amazing. Speaking of awesome and amazing, my Arash is pretty awesome and amazing, by the way. BT dub. Hit you with the Stella, Ella, A. Oh, I did get some Twitter questions as well, so we'll be answering Twitter as well, friend. So we got one from Lucas. Saying, can you explain the last scene? Which, I mean, explaining the last scene is like low-key trying to explain the whole phenomena of what's going on, right? I can explain it to you, But if you want the answers, I have to give you an entire lecture. Right? So, that's how it be. I think there should be an option button asking to continue so you can grab all the chests. I mean, that would be nice to have as well, in my opinion. But we'll find out in the next few Grail fronts, to be honest. I think the Grail front we're going to get at the end of this year might add more additional phenomena to it, right? And if you don't know, I'm just kind of just losing AP right off the bat so we can start with this 6.5 AMA. Which technically is already starting. How you doing, Miss Goomba? Hope you're taking care of yourself. But yeah, the whole shebang is where we got ourselves the entire pragmatic of 6.5, right? And to explain 6.5, I don't think there's too much explaining in the story aspect, right? Because story aspect's pretty cut and dry. But after like the last few segments of 6.5, a lot of people are confused and a lot of people don't understand because they don't do their research and they're just trying to, you know, get it off my stream or like some thesis live stream and XYZ and whatnot, which is understandable because it's rough. I think it took us around until LB7. Yeah, roughly around LB7's announcement to piece everything together and just like, voila, right? To make it the theory happen if possible. And to try to explain that to you guys, I also have to dumb it down and you guys have to... We're gonna have to watch a movie, I swear to God. One day, somewhere, somehow, we're gonna be watching a movie. Probably just gonna be like in Just Chatting. We're gonna be watching a movie, and the couple of the movies we're gonna watch is the Elamaloid Case File, Episode 0, and Elamaloid Case File after the OVA, and the episode where we see Olga in Elamaloid Zeppelin. Because A, that plays a significant role for 6.5. At the same time, Fate Lost Room, very important, right? Thanks for feeding the algorithm there, Bernie. Appreciate you. Can we give young Moriarty a Giovanni costume? Team Rocket leader? Yeah, he's a big brain, man. He is a young big brainer. He's the mastermind? He's technically not the mastermind. What the hell is this one? Danger. We got what, fucking 3 Lancers, the Moon Cancer. I got in my hand Saber, Rider. Saber, I have to go all the way around. Rider, Assassin. Okay. Well, Saber is gonna be my main squeeze here, so I'll probably just go... You know what? We'll just use our good old reliable chat. Good old reliable. A Habanyan at the ready, of course, of course. Yeah, we can do Jack, like full throttle Jack. We can just lethal train with her. And then we can go... We can go quick Ushi. Bushi-chan is not to be underestimated, you see. Go 3-star? I don't think I have enough. Yeah, I don't think I have enough for 3-star. It's gotta be 2-star. Alright, there we go. Let's start. No problem. I did all the grill fronts. Good job. Well done. Ferguson's Summer saved me in this event. Yep. Starting to get serious. Be careful, Senpai. By the way, they're all voiced, so if you guys turned off your volumes, make sure you turn it on. It's definitely worth listening to Sakura-chan's voice that you haven't heard in 5 million years. Yeah, the problematic part is, chat, it's so small. Like, detail-wise, it's so tiny, it's hard to read. I ain't gonna lie to you, boomer eyes can't see that shit. Like, I know it says, move 20, attack 30. And then this one should say, move 15, attack 30. Because obviously it's a rider, right? Oh. And the whole goal right now is to try to my whole goal is to try to open up for there. Make it happen. To make it snappy. So I can get my boy Robin Hood in. We need to get a boomer option so we can get Fawn 40. Dude, listen. You think I'm joking, but FGO-NA version is just really hard to see. It really is. It's crazy. Luckily, my girl, right? My girl. Oh, she already attacked. Never mind. Fuck. It's all good. Yeah, we'll just break its skull. We'll break its legs! God, there's just no reason for me to do anything there. I originally finished LB6 and I still don't understand how Habitrot functions in the main plot now. What are you talking about? Why is that? Wait, you're confused on how Habitrot works? Habitrot essentially is now a fairy of the round table. It's essentially, she is a fairy that bestows upon the shield, right? So Habanyan lives inside of the Camelot shield. So she's the guardian of the shield because she kind of has been holding it since the entire LB6. So her Saint Graph kind of got imbued with the quote-unquote barrel, right? Quote-unquote black barrel. So essentially, she is a fairy, right? Remember, she is a fairy, right? So she's the fairy guardian of the shield. So she now becomes a tailor, right? Because remember, she's also a tailor. So she is essentially your hyperplot convenient clothes maker, right? And your quote unquote, if she needs to pop out anywhere, she can pop out anywhere because she resides in the shield. So she's like Mash's bodyguard on top of essentially Shield's bodyguard. Isn't the Habitrot after LB6 proper human history Habitrot after you summon her? That is correct. The Habitrot we have is not the Habitrot we got from LB6. Yep. It's everything that is associated but the memories are only with us, right? Habitrot is Habitrot, right? And if you look at our entire bond line, she's a fairy, right, from Scottish lore, associated with spinning threads. She has spinning threads in her shite. She's also a bridal fairy, right? That's why she always wants to put bridal tailors as bridal grounds to busy brides, yada yada yada. And then I believe the entire bond line kind of talks about what happened to her with Habitrot in Britain, right? And yeah, other than that, she just kind of becomes a regular girl. She also has a broken black barrel, right, inside her, because, you know, that's, you know, LB6 shenanigans. She's essentially the safeguard of Black Barrel. Because if you've noticed, LB6 Habitrot has a different spindle, right? Because LB6 Habitrot had bridal spindle, which essentially was a buff to heal, right? Buff to heal, buff to support. But in the Katardea Proper Human History, she has no clue why the weapon is incorporated inside of her soul, because in LB6, she essentially safeguarded Black Barrel to the point that you can acknowledge Habitrot as a guardian spirit of Black Barrel and MASH, because she kind of was with her the entire time. And in LB6, kind of the reason why Habitrot dissipated is because is because she had because she had Black Barrel in her pocket like the whole time, right? Because if you don't know, as you noticed in LB6, Black Barrel is a poisonous thing to fairies and anything around LB6, because it is a magical suction fucking device. It legitimately withers everything on sight. The hell? When did my girl Jack get damaged? What the hell, boy? What the hell? What the hell, Bobby? Yeah, we'll alt this bitch, and then we'll try to terminate that bitch. See what happens. Maria. She casually carries a taboo weapon, no big deal though. Yeah, you know, it is what it is, right? She doesn't know, because she kind of got summoned with it, right? She kind of got recasted with it. She's like, why is this weapon with me? I used a lot of Bond CE Herc for the Grail front. It's very broken. Oh, yeah. And also understand, too, right? Like, Habitrot will be in a lot of locations, but she's not going to pop up everywhere. She'll pop up when everything is convenient. That makes more sense now. What she did in LB6 with Black Barrel affected how she got entered into the throne in a way. Yep, in a way. Yep. That is quite correct, friend. Right, because technically Habitrot wasn't even supposed to be in the throne, right? But because of the accomplishment and our record, right, and acknowledgement, kind of allowed her to be where she be. well, we'll go this way. I was wondering how I'm gonna, like, do damage here, but I think that's the best case scenario. Am I late for the spicy Trom details? No, Astro. We just finished talking about LB6 Habitron. So if you got any questions, you are more than welcome to do so. Hell yeah, check, bitch. You better get your Jinanko. Better move your Jinanko, boy. Yeah, I think it's time to move my boy right there. Attack. Yep. Buff removed. I don't know if this will kill, actually. This is a bit problematic because, yeah, we're in trouble here. She's about to Noble Phantasm my Jack away, which I'm not gonna like. Might have to scuff that one real quick. No thank you, friend. No thank you. Boop, boop. It'll be problematic because she has sure hit. Nah, she ain't got no sure hit. Come on, bro. Don't fuck around. Don't mess with me like that, friend. Ain't your buddy, guy. Ain't your guy, buddy. In Hungadee's interlude, he also mentioned that the race shifting feels very evil. When are we getting answers regarding to that, or is that just conspiracy at this point? Mitch, that's beyond LB 6.5 talking, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. But if you don't know the concept of race shifting, you should definitely look into that, right? Like, reread what race shifting means, right? And understand what race shifting can achieve, right? Race shifting is very powerful. It's very scary, actually. Oh, fuck it. Actually ignores evasion. No! Fuck! Actually, yeah, I'll just put that and just pray to God that Jack don't die. Nice! Crit! Ooh, that's actually better than the last rotation damage there. Ooh, it would have been nice if I could get rid of that bitch. Unlucky. But yeah, definitely look into what race shifting means. And why do you think a First Emperor thinks that's evil, right? But also understand, First Emperor, my boy, if anything that is not very selfish, he points it as evil, right? In his point of view. But at the same time, yes, the conspiracy of race shift equals evil is still a plot to this day. What was your first impression on young Moriarty? It was very surprising. It was unexpected, for sure. They definitely twist the script, because everybody and their mom thought it was going to be old Moriarty. And because of that, I think certain things should have played out a certain way. However, because it didn't, it kind of... I was a bit baffled by it, for sure. A bit baffled by it. But it wasn't to the point that I was just like, God damn, this is going to get spicy. May I ask in any way if Holmes erased his memory to fool his foreign god or to trick us? So you want to learn, right? You want to learn how, like, why was Holmes doing the things he was doing, right? So, fun fact about this one. If you ever get a chance to watch a video or a guide or somebody playing the quote-unquote, you know how in Servants we used to have a trial quest, right? Back in the day, OG Servant's trial quest had story. If you reread and rewatch the trial quest of Holmes, it starts off with you inside of a simulator while Holmes is fucking with the simulator. And fun fact, Defense Force, aka a moon cancer, detects Holmes and tries to get rid of Holmes, right? Get rid of Holmes as in he was a danger, he was a threat, right? And you just so happened to help out Holmes to quote unquote, get rid of this problem, aka a pest, a security that's kind of trying to get rid of him, right? And at the same time, if you read that line correctly, right? If you read that line correctly when Holmes specifically talked about it, Holmes specifically noticed, right? Like when it came to the Beast, when it comes to like 5.2, Holmes didn't go too much into it, right? A lot of things kind of felt sus. And Holmes did erase his memory, because if he did not erase his memory, also a lot of hyperplot convenient occurred, right? Because right after 5.2, LB6 happened. Right after LB6, 6.4 happened, which was Tunguska, and then right afterwards it was 6.5. So during 5.2, Holmes got struck by a curse, right? By Zeus. In a way, Zeus kind of helped us out, because essentially Zeus put a stupid juice on Holmes. Like, you know how Holmes wasn't acting like himself during 5.2 because he got hit with stupid juice by Zeus. Because of that, he wasn't able to fully acknowledge some of the beacons and signs during the arrival of the quote-unquote foreign god, right? And Rasputin and Limbo and yada yada yada. At the same time, during LB6, he got weakened so far to the point that he couldn't do anything but to try to survive himself, right? That was also a good play-in factor on top of that. And during 6.4, he like really never got into it, right? Like he never really touched foot too much about this. And then 6.5, he kind of Moriarty kind of made a quote unquote, like he kind of just put an equation on the board, and because he put the equation on the board, right, Moriarty, Holmes automatically solved it, and before he said it out loud with his mouth, he kind of said, I'm going down the cliff, right? And it's one of those things where he had to do that because he was on our side. And also, one of the few reasons why you can even say that he lost his memories or the command and whatnot is because A, Holmes himself wanted to do that because he was on side of humanity. B, Alaya, right, essentially kind of allowed that to happen. Because if he were to come in as a caster, he would have 100% retained the entire mission. So by not him making him the original caster, but a ruler, and also remember, he did kind of fiddle around with a lot of shit. So it is what it is. Did this bitch Noble Phantasm? Oh my god. Unbelievable. I just lost 2 bars from this. Not like this. That's depression, chat. That's depression. Do we want to attack? No, I kind of want to attack with... Wait, did we just lose music, chat? What the hell? Oh, we sure did. Give me a second. There we go. Sorry about that. So if he was his full conscious, he might have betrayed us right from there in Olympus. Right after Olympus. His command was to destroy Cardaeus from the inside. So what would have happened is after 5.2, before we even arrived to 6.0 or 6.4, what would have happened is that, yeah, he would have kind of just low-key killed us in the back. and just kind of obliterated us out of existence. That is correct, yes. Why did JP get divided by 0, but NA didn't get that icon? What are you talking about, Burning Messiah? I always wonder about how he became a ruler. Yeah, watching the trial quest and kind of just rewatching the quote-unquote like Holmes conversation with Moriarty, when Moriarty like gave him the obvious solution that he didn't want to solve, because if he had to solve, it would have kind of caused a trigger, kind of a reaction to his quote-unquote code and whatnot. You know what? Wait, why can I not attack with? What? That's bullshit. That's unfortunate. We'll fight it. Why not? Juggo's trying to end your whole career right now, bro. Elephant beats cats and dogs. True. Write that shit down. So Holmes did everything in his power to resist his mission as a disciple of the foreign god. That is correct, Wesha. That is quite the accurate reading there. He essentially went against the god because of who he is, right? Like Holmes is always for the people, right? So. And suspicious part about Holmes, if you don't know, I called him out ever since the very beginning of the event, when he was able to travel through, what's the event? Do you guys remember the mysterious murder event, like way back in the day? I know it's super back in the day. It's Gogetskan. It was very intriguing because during Gogetskan, I think in about 2017, at May, I think it was it May or April? I think it was April. During Gogetskan's little charade, he kind of manifested out of nowhere, if you guys remember that. And not a lot of people can pull that trick off. Yeah, the murder at Gogetskan. Due to the sheer fact that he was able to pinpoint our location, right? Our location, protagonist's location, down to the T, right? Like almost if he had a fucking target on our head. Holmes activated a trap card called Amnesia, pretty much, right? Like before he actually became a servant, he made sure he kind of tinkled himself to mess with his Saint Graph in a way to not activate his primary function until Moriarty Young kind of had to rip it out of him. I would like to ask a question about Joanna, but it would go into stuff past 6.5. What do you mean about Joanna, right? Because also understand that Joanna in 6.5 is not going to be the Joanna that's going to be in the Valentine's event that you're probably talking about. So, if you ask the question, I can answer it by answering the question, or I'll just be like, you just gotta have to wait till the Valentine's Day event, right? Because the Valentine's Day event does explain of Johanna the Pope a lot. No normal servant should be able to travel between singularities on his own. If Holmes was a disciple, does he have a divine spirit like the others, or he didn't need it for this mission? He didn't need it because he needed to infiltrate from the inside, right, Ashriel? It was one of those, like, while other people were, like, kind of gods and crazy fucked up shit mixed together and whatnot, Holmes were Shigeru-san and Holmes, right? Those are the two things that kind of what he is. He's like a mixture of Shigeru-san and Holmes, and the reason why you say Shigeru-san is because Helena calls Sherlock Holmes not by Sherlock Holmes, but Shergerson, right? Shigeru-san. I don't know what the fuck that is in English, but Helena specifically calls Holmes something else, which indicates that he kind of has a slight smidge of something else in him. And he needed to be the role of the fool, right? He was supposed to be the actor. He's the jester that fools, right? He's supposed to go inside Karudea, and he was the infiltrator. He's the traitor, right? Quote unquote. Remember what the man in the hood said before, right? There's a traitor amongst you. That's Holmes. That was Holmes. It was Sergus and Bell. Yeah, there you go, Sergus and Bell. Sorry, I didn't know it in English. I only knew it by Japanese. So thanks for writing that in English. Yeah. Holmes was so since forever. I thought he was gonna be a foreigner, but he was technically a disciple of the foreigner god. So I got half right. Unless you're Musashi, no servant should be able to between singularity travels on their own. Unless you're a beast, right? Because you can self-manifestate in technicality. No, you don't have the VOD for it yet on JP though, Burning. What are you talking about, Burning? You gotta explain to me what you trying to say to me, big boy. Does Writer Da Vinci being near the end of life getting followed up on? Oh, 100%. Oh, 100%, my good son. This is only speculation, right? Because it never has happened on JP just yet. But my speculation is that it's probably gonna happen in Ordeal Call 3. Just because a lot of people are saying, oh, it's going to talk about rulers. Y'all forgetting that Da Vinci ruler is a thing, right? Going back to this summer event on JP, remember, Da Vinci has a ruler form. Trubs, do you have the VOD for your 615 translation? Otherwise, I can't provide context for my question. Oh, is that the part where I said, oh shit, fucking Moriarty just divided by 0 fucking Holmes? That's the part where essentially, yeah, that's the part where Moriarty kind of gave, he prompted a question, right? He prompted a question and he essentially suggested something that Holmes thought of that led to another thing, and that kind of like answered his own question, which fucking terminated him, right? Yeah, you're talking about the divided by 0. I called it divided by 0 because essentially Moriarty mind fucked him because the logic prevailed, and because the logic prevailed, that occurred. What was it called? Ex calificado quadet, aka principle of explosion. Essentially, Holmes imploded himself because he answered that question. Sherlock Holmes, FGO. Fatal Battle. Is this it? Does he talk about it? It's not the battle that I'm trying to look forward to. Yeah, because if you played 6.5, at one point you had to fight Moriarty with Sherlock Holmes. If you slowed down the game, right? If you slowed down the game, in technicality, it should have given you a couple of prompts. It should say, quote unquote, analyze, right? AKA analyze and analyze, and essentially Sherlock goes in his detective mode. And while you're fighting, I think like turn 3, he gets it, right? after turn 3 or turn 2. I think right when you Noble Phantasm. Once he Elementary My Dears, right? Because if you don't know, Elementary My Dears essentially opens up all answer to Holmes. And so it doesn't give him a cheat sheet, but it gives him enough hint to grab success, right? So he kind of gets a like a free you know in those like Where's Waldo games, if you click a button it'll be like, try looking at this spot, right? His Noble Phantasm is like that in order to exploit enemies, trying to figure out riddles, X, Y, and Z. So once he Elementary My Deared Holmes, right? Once Holmes Elementary My Deared Moriarty, essentially Moriarty said, hey, look, boom, check this out. Here is a question, right? It's like, why are you here, essentially? And then Holmes got it. And because Holmes got it, it activated his original thought process. Oh, thanks so much for the follow.
Is that my streamer, Troops? How are you, my dude Tolovetrouble?
I'm doing great. Thanks so much for the subscriber, Reno Cappuccino, my good friend. Thank you. Holmes blue screened, essentially, right? He essentially imploded because it activated his understanding of what he needed to do. And that's why after you Noble Phantasm, you would get a understanding, I think. It would have given you a skill called understanding or enlightenment, and it would have stunned you, it would have cursed you, and then a few seconds later, you would have taken like gargantuan damage and finished the battle. Because essentially, you got fucking booty blasted. Right? Did NA explain? I'm gonna look at the VOD because I know you guys fucking have it in a video. Did NA explain about the Noble Phantasm? It says, yeah, Ofoji, unusual, Elementary My Dear. Because yeah, once he gets it, he fucking kind of falls. Because he does mathematical, schematics. And then yeah, it says Holmes, It's young Moriarty, right? Sherlock Holmes, kind of injured. This is my apology. I would have been spacing out. How unusual for a human like me to, you know. And then he kind of like trips himself human. Like, hold up. I'm not yeah. Even servants were once human in his life. Because remember, Sherlock Holmes is not a human, right? In technicality, Holmes is not a human. And then, like, he started piecing together, and then one thing led to another, and he fucking figured out that he's not real, and then it just kind of blew up. But how you doing, Claire? Welcome. Here's your truth, now die, basically. Pretty much, right? Because Moriarty's job was to bring protagonists. Like, Moriarty couldn't get out of 6.5. So what Moriarty did was to create a scenario that protagonists had to come to 6.5 in order to bring not only Holmes but protag in. That's the first. I never saw that pop off before. Oh yeah. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, Clear. So thank you so much for the resub, my friend. I don't know if I should ask that, but E at the end of the 6.5, could that be Olga Murray after dying at the beginning of the game? Ooh, very nice. I like your thinking. Mitch, give me an explanation, right? Why do you think that's the case? Give me your observation, right? You can't just say that could be Olga and not explain it to me, right? So show me your equation, right? Show me your results. Did my fucking girl get blue? Did Jack die? Hold up! Did Jack die while I was not paying? Hold up! Wait a minute! Oh shit. I think I still got this, but oops. Oh well. Does not the game hammer it down that does it hammer it down that he is human with Sir Doyle being Watson in real history? They try to, right? They try to hammer it down. Essentially, Holmes specifically says it a lot, and well, it also, right, the principle of explosion applies to Sherlock as well. If enough people believes it to be true, it becomes kind of true, because if he's not, unless proven otherwise, he is that person to be, right? And essentially, Sherlock kind of has an alter ego side, right? Which is the Ferguson side, the alias after Sherlock Holmes. That you can kind of play it off into, right? And the very important part is that Moriarty specifically says, can you solve this mystery for me, right? And Holmes correlates these specific parts. Holmes goes the Holy Grail of the Fourth Singularity. That's a mystery. And that's a whole fucking wormhole on its own that we're not even gonna get to. A karmic chain summoning Viva the heroic spirit, Henry Jekyll, right? Henry Jekyll, excuse me, not Jekyll. I always say Jekyll, but Jekyll. Each time I am confronted with these questions, I would coherentize the facts in my mind. And then he had to answer that mystery. And then he grasped his mystery in fucking Showcase. Therefore, it fucking booty blasts him, right? Because the answer goes going back to like the caster form of him talking to Babbage, yada yada yada. Then something he feels weird and all that shit happens. And then it'd be like, Holmes, I sealed the problem itself out of sight, out of mind, before I could reach the conclusion on purpose. Now that I've concluded it, but now the seal has been undone. Who summoned the Unveiler? Well, it's all too obvious. Boom. I am Apostle of the Alien God. By saying Apostle of the Alien God, the role I've been given is blank, which you'll learn later, which Holmes got imploded, right? You got this anyway? Yeah, I got this. Is Emperor Charlie too OP to be summoned? No! Emperor can be summoned, right? So, the reason why Oh, damn! I didn't get to poison her. Son of a bitch. I did dick damage now. Okay, yeah, the reason why I call him Carl because Carl is essentially the ruler version of it. The reason why Carl's not summoned is because Charlie is essentially a miracle person, right? Charlie the adventurer, the Charlie the saber, embodies the adventure, a miracle. So for him to be in this singularity is at itself the finest. And because of that, Carl kind of said, hey, I'm gonna give you some of my, I'll let you borrow some of my things. You do your thing, right? Because if you didn't know, Charlie mentions that in the story at one point, saying that there was an option for Carl to come in, but Carl straight up denied it and says, it's you who should be there. You're more befitted than I. So Carl can come in 100%. It's just that I think they wanted to keep him for like either anniversary or they wanted to keep him for like later dates. He can technically be used for Ordeal Call 3 as a possibility due to the fact that Dante's Inferno is going to be a thing. Divine Comedy, excuse me, not Dante's Inferno, but Divine Comedy as being the possibility of the main topic at stage here. When is this bitch gonna die? I swear to God. What the hell? Habanyan, go! Habanyan, go! Go, go, Habanyan, go, Habanyan! I'm like, she's fucking speed racing over there. Mari dies, absorbs false ratio, transfigures, gets mixed into an alien past, etc. She contacts with her father or something, summons Solomon, wins Holy Grail, builds custody, etc. I don't know. It's a messy in my head. I know. Try to consolidate it and tell it to me, right? Tell me in simple fact, how can the tree be Olga Murray, right? Tell me that. But who is to say if he actually existed in proper human history's fate's timeline, though? Can you explain that? That's true, right? That's why the principle of explosion is very important. And the quote-unquote, remember, the last, right before you got, observation confirmed or, like, solved, and then it redirected you to ex falso bedo, it's very important because it's a logic bomb, right? That says if one thing is, if two sentences are told, right? It's a contradiction at its finest. It's a contradictional play to give certain truth into a false narrative that gives truth, so therefore the false narrative is also true. It's a contradiction game, and it's very important that FGO and people that are currently playing FGO understands the game of contradiction through truth, right? Did you really enjoy the love-hate relationship Siegfried and Kriemhild had? Oh, 100%, right? Like, soon as Siegfried got summoned in order to fight a certain scenario in a certain place, they fucking did my Siegfried, you know, they redeem his honor, right? Because he got shit down on Apocrypha, all right? He could have been the best, but he chose to be a human and gave Cardboard Boy a chance in the spotlight. So in this timeline, in this singularity, for him to like pop the fuck off, thank God, he deserved that limelight every inch of the way. And the way he was just like, honey, I don't care what you become, I still love you. And then just like, bruh, that's a hero right there, right? that's a Chad. So I love Siegfried, I love Kriemhild. The story was great. Wasn't Wreck Magnus Carl is his third ascension though, right? No, right? In technicality, it is the embodiment of it, right? But it's technically not Carl. It's still Charlie in Carl's body, right? That's the important part. Charlie essentially inherits the power of Carl in the third ascension, and that's the important part there. Because Carl gave a permission to allow that to happen. So Carl can still be summoned. He'll most likely be a ruler, but who knows, right? Anything can happen in FGO. I borrowed you for a rainbow sword. Good luck. Hey, thanks. Excel collab was hard. Yeah, and by the way, guys, learning Excel is very important because in order for you to understand the subject E and the specimen E shenanigans, you have to learn about Extella. At least the first game to get the concept of the soul, the mind, and the body. Oh shit! Ah! Ah! Bruh! Not today, Jimmy. Damn. Damn, Tomoe. Calm down, girl. She beating my ass up. I didn't finish 6.5, so it might be a dumb question. Is Zoomer Moriarty really an alien god disciple, or is he just messing with us? Yeah. If you keep reading the story, Dan, everything will get spilled out to you. So, that'll get answered super later on into the story. Dan, so just keep reading. You got this. Siegfried and Kriemhild had Kaguya-sama reference. It was wild. Pretty much. I will. I'm on 19 section still. Yeah, so just keep reading. You got this, buddy. Hey, get shot, bitch. I don't know what you try to buy, but don't you bot here, you butthole. You can see what Carl's like in Fate XL link as well. Yep. I could still like Sadome part the most. They did a really good job giving her some spotlight. Oh, I agree, right? Sadome was kind of a girl that a lot of people underestimated. A lot of people just didn't figure out. So I'm just glad that she was done right, portrayed right, just like the way they kind of wanted her to. Right? Because she acted like a berserker to the very end. Is the need to understand Extella because of the moon computer with humans in it and whatnot? Yes and no. The easiest thing to understand is that if you want an FGO reference, you should definitely read, right? Definitely read the Rail Zeppelin second story. The Rail Zeppelin second story is vital to the current circumstances that's happening right now. Because it portrays a very important notion of what the hell is happening. Is that girl gonna chase? Thank God. I'm just trying to make it so that the constant threat is there. Well, I'm trying to get the treasure. Because killing Jinako is easy. Like you guys said, getting the treasure is the hardest part. These boss are getting annoying again. Yeah, it's okay. It's what happens. He's wearing a hubby head. It's fine. Isn't that part of Elmaloid investigation novels? Yes, too, right? But I think rereading the events, right, is going to be very important. So, like, for instance, I'm gonna give you something that's, well, let me beat the shit out of this girl real quick, alright? And then I'll get you to the event that has a very important meaning to it. Oh my God, could you stop auto-attacking so much, girl? Like, oh my goodness. The collab event, if you remember, the collab event, the Elamaloy case file event, also had an extension event on top of that for the rerun. And reading that rerun story, makes things so much, like, they give you a concept that you have to use in 6.5 to kind of get the glimpse, right, to understand or at least get the fundamental learnings of what could be a thing. Yippee, we did it, chat. We successfully gotten it. So let me show you the part, okay? Also, the Extella part, right? Technically, Fate Extra is more important than Extella. But, the whole circumstances is that, in Tight Moon lore, right? In Tight Moon lore, you need 3 things to fully function as a living being, okay? 3 functionality is always required to have a living thing function properly. It's the brain, the body, the soul, okay? Those 3 are very important. And in Extella, right, the part of the story is that the protagonist got shattered into pieces, especially split it into 3, okay? And those 3 are your body, mind, and your soul. Those also gained consciousness all on their own and tried to fight against the others in order to take back themselves. Okay? Are you guys with me so far? yeah, fictitious rerun. Another awakening. I think that's yeah, the revival plus episode. I thought there was just other memories, not our souls. No. Those three were different. And then yeah, it's if you notice here, this is the part where yeah, they're just like take this, da 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 da. This is the faker part, right? The another rude awakening specifically states that. There you go. I can't believe you can sleep through all this. You know, same thing's going on, except this is not Linus, right? But notice the same thing is happening, right? We're at the same place, at the same time, at the same locale, happening the same dialogue, but it's not the same person. That's a very important notice to notify, right? It's our memories, but works as a parallel, so we get a familiar to concept. Yep. It says, yeah, I have been trying everything. I can link to open the doors, but they won't budge. Da 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 da. Figure out link here napping. We're gonna skip a bit. Who are you? Do I know you from somewhere, right? Do I look familiar? Dream, well, luck of it, I'm something of an expert on dreams. You are? Be like, damn straight. Intoxication is kind of my God's thing, you see. And you can't separate booze and dreams, you see. You know, it might work out nicely. Could you at least give a clue or something? Don't give up. I decided I'm going to use my one Ironmancy, right? Henri-mancy to tell your fortune. Sit your ass down. What's an Henri-mancy? Better be grateful. My teacher would charge you an arm and leg for this. Oh, there, don't move. Right, so we get sent down, and essentially, she sees through the other timeline, right? She sees through the other timeline, figures out what the hell's going on, yada yada yada. Did that door just open? It wouldn't even budge before. Those visions, what were they? Finis Cutadia, right? And it's really important that they said Finis Cutadia, the security organization for the preservation of humanity. Never heard of it. Just summoning one servant is a miracle, and you people use dozens to restore all of humanity. I never had believed in it if I had just seen it with your dream myself. And your name is Protag. Alright, I see how it is. You're gonna die. Why am I gonna die, chap? You saw that dream yourself. Well, it wasn't actually a dream. It was your real body, right? So what are you talking about? You're that body's memory. I don't know how or whatever the spell did this works, but it's damn impressive. Remember that the scrap of paper. It looks like your real body, body's lost its memory. I don't know why, but some of the memories you've lost turn into that scrap of paper. And your chunk of those memories, too. Humans are made up of mind, body, and soul. Each of those things can have its own personality. You're a fragment of your original mind, a memory with a personality of its own. Even your clothes are just a construct of magical energy based on your own image yourself. Which means that you're gonna disappear soon. Huh? Right? So, like, if you guys want to learn more about it, I highly recommend rereading this part here because it's very important to understanding LB 6.5 and the last room and trying to figure all things out, right? And another one is a Tsukihime, well, there's a lot of concept I gotta fucking talk to you about, right? Anywho, yeah, ask me more questions. Go ahead. But yeah, faker stuff is very important. One of the few things that people need to reread in order to figure out 6.5 again is that this node right here and what else? Technically the spectacles, but not really, because spectacles can be something else entirely. Because spectacles are practically play on words, right? Spectacle kind of gave you guys the understanding that things can logically work if you play with your words correctly. And solving mysteries allows you to do a lot more things than possible. Puts an eye patch over his head and starts talking about, have you heard about the Karadea program? That's right, the initiative. Do you want to survive? Of course. Who wouldn't want to survive? Hey, you do got guts. Now rock to your core after finding out you're just a fragment. Then you need to get back to your real body. That's your only shot of surviving. You seem to have some kind of connection to this train. So how about we help each other out? Works for me, so what do I call you anyway? Is this like Kingdom Hearts stuff? Like evil dudes? Yes, but take off the evil dude, right? It's not evil. It's just you can practically fragment yourself into 3 main components, right? Which is the body, the mind, and the soul, right? So now that you learned that humans can turn into a body, a mind, and a soul, now let's talk about Olgamuri, right? There's been some weird times, probably, you've probably seen, or you probably heard of certain things. You guys want to give it a shot, perhaps? I'll answer your guys' question, then I'll give you guys the explanation of what the fuck happened in LB 6.5. Will David Bluebook have any kind of relevance later or on, or is he just some sort of tool or melancholic exposition in early part 2 and nothing more? Now, fun fact, right? You have to do your research, Welsha, but in technicality, 6.5 concluded Bluebook's adventure and his mystery. In technicality, if you've researched enough, and trust me, when I say researched, me and friends and others have researched for fucking until LB7 came out. So it's about good 9 months, right? Bluebook's tale ends at 6.5. Exactly at 6.5. Because if you remember, at 5.2, Bluebook's adventure ends at Area 51. Time to visit Lost Room again? Correct. I highly recommend you guys. I'll probably have a watch party within next week of having a quote-unquote Lost Room watch party on FGL. You'll probably... Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna pull it off. I might do it... I don't know how it'll work, chat. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna attempt it. Yeah, I'm gonna attempt it. And when I say attempt it, I'm gonna attempt to watch it with you guys and give you guys some, feedbacks and whatnot. So Bluebook is related to this final exposition. Yep, it sure does, friend. Blue Book plays a very significant role, and what happens here is, you guys conclude here, and that's that, and it's beautiful, right? Let's get a contract. As for my name, why don't you call me Faker? All right, I care to take a contract. Looks like Blue Book is more relevant for what he is and then what he does, though. Yes. Who he is very important, because he is a very important character that you need to utilize as a thesis statement to give you the proof that his story is very relevant to FGO. Yes, he gets off there, and after discovering the alien, I suppose, yeah, the alien. Yep. By the way, why doesn't the alien priest appear anymore? That's a good question, my friend. It's almost as if, well, technically she did appear in 6.0, right? Remember in LB6 she showed herself. So you never know. You might see her in 7. You might see her in, forevermore. But just remember, a hooded man specifically talked to not only Morgan, but she also appeared in Lost Bell 6 very briefly. Right? And that quote-unquote priestess, right, is going to play a very important role later, because that's our key. Key to certain something that I won't tell you until you play LB7 and beyond. You'll get it right away. Don't you worry. Can I go on and explain here and theorize? You can only theorize on 6.5, not the priestess, because the priestess does not play a significant role any further yet. Unless you want to know who or what the priestess could be, then you can theorize that, no problem, right? The priestess is the reason why Olga is still not summonable. I mean, we do have our president. What do you mean? Chat, do you not remember? Buldandering C got booty blasted because of fucking our president. She sure exists too. Can you answer me if the thing we saw at the end is what's left of Blue Book? Yes. That is Blue Book. Well. Technically, yeah, it is Blue Book. Because you'll notice right away that if you've noticed the location where he got shot, right, that part of the nerve is completely shut down, kind of making it that he is a wounded person because of a location where he does not where indicates the damage. Its nerves got shot, aka permanently damaged. So it's Blue Book. Is this a hidden message for every professor and presidents are evil? No, in actuality, Dan, it's very funny that the fact that a certain someone constantly claims herself as a president is very important. Very important. And in order for me to prove that, I have to give you the devil's advocate. Not devil's advocate. I have to give you the devil's theory, right? unless you can find it for me, I'm right? Because in technicality, our president has never at once, right? This is a fun fact. Now, LB7 might change things, so I can't tell you until LB7, but up till 6.5, our president never have stated that she is a foreign god. What urged me to say that is how human looking that Halien's supposed to be. Yep, they're very humanoid. Very true. That's a good point to look at, Wisha. That's a good point to put your brain cells into, right? Expand that a bit. Why does she look like humanoid? Do we know who shot Blue Book? No. To this day, we don't know who shot Blue Book. You can give a couple of guesses. I can't write this in short form. I will try to prepare it and then show it next time. It's all good, Midgie. Like ask questions, right? This is the part where you ask the question and then you consolidate it and you be like, I got it, right? So ask your questions in a simple format. Try to jot it down, right? And be like, is this person this? And I'll say either yes or no, or give you a little more explanation for it. Yeah, we don't know who shot Blue Book, right? There's some guesses. Fun fact, there is couple guesses that you can make who shot Blue Book, right? Watching episode 0 of Babylonia, watching Lost Room, and above all else, I genuinely think you shouldn't think about you shouldn't think about who shot Blue Book. Yeah, that is a important factor. What I'm saying is don't get caught up on who the assailant is, because that's not the important part. Whoever shot him took his body and manifested it in it, perhaps? No. Like I said, your objective should not be knowing who shot Blue Book. Just understand that there's a factual evidence that Blue Book got shot. That's it. But will there be more aliens? I don't know how to answer that correctly, Dan. I want to say yes, but at the same time, I think LB7 will answer that question. I want to say yes. But, well, it depends on what your circumstances of alien is, right? I'm going to say yes, but LB7 will explain it 1000% better than I can. What kind of sacrifice was the Stelfo, what kind of sacrifice was the Stelfo against Tamitomo? You gotta rewrite that sentence, Dean. I don't get it. Did Holmes throw himself into the waterfall so he wasn't a threat to cut it out? Or was MASH said to cut Moriarty's fate? It's a little bit of both, right, Astriel? It's fascinating because it was a double entendre. Because he, right, remember, Astriel, remember, right? In this game, what we perceive as well, aka the final humanity, is very important in Singularities and Lost Belts. What we perceive can be affecting the throne to an extent. Not really, but to an extent, right? So understand that Holmes did throw himself in the waterfall because he wasn't against us. And he was our ally to the very end, right? And that's the important part, right? This was also in order to counteract Moriarty's fate, because he had the three sister fate, having AKA as long as Sherlock Holmes is alive, Moriarty could not be touched because of the cat and mouse concept they kind of had, right? So, just remember, Sherlock Holmes, essentially, Sherlock Holmes died as a friend, right? He was our friend to the end, and that's the important part. Are the Beast and FGO trying to end a time loophole? Beast and FGO trying to end the time loophole. In a way, yes, but no, right? Because remember, Beast is a extension of humans' love twisted so far that it went completely the wrong way, right? So in a way, sure, but in a way, no, right? It's also a trial that humanity has to overcome. So it kind of just self-manifestates itself. Yeah, something I got a bit confused on in 6.5. Did the miracle created by Durandal erasing only the memories of Roland in the singularity, or was it more deep than that? It was in that singularity, specifically. The miracle is that Durandal gave out one simple miracle. And in exchange, the existence of Roland in that entire singularity was wiped off from the face of the planet. So Roland still exists, right? Roland still exists in the Heroes of the Throne, so that's why you can summon him. But in that singularity, he's gone. Bye-bye. Nobody can remember him because that was the cost of that was the pay he has to sacrifice. Right? And man, what a fucking chant to pull that off, huh? But it is interesting that there's the who is not the goal. Yes, who is not the goal. Like, who shot David? Not important at the moment. Not at all. Just understand that the whole David sequence, you have to reread the whole David sequence and understand that walking through the corridor of space, or whatever the hell they called it, is very important. What time loophole, if I may ask? There's not really a time loophole, right? But in a weird way, it's not really a loophole. It's just that goes far beyond 6.5. When he is done, his job was to stop Tomatomo's assault. When did Astolfo sacrifice? I can't remember. I believe he sacrificed his lance. Because, remember, at one point, Astolfo went to another fucking dimension and dodged Tametomo's attack and then just pierced through Tametomo real quick. This is the Sojo Nature Star. Okurifu, this is it. Yeah, he sacrificed Hippogriff because Hippogriff couldn't technically dodge the last bullet. And then he called out to himself that my name is Astolfo. And essentially he like kind of falls in a diagonal degree, right? Yeah, he has a lance and not a whatchamacallit. He has a lance and not the sword. It was merely an merely coincidence. It wasn't even Astolfo's thought process. And then he remembers something, right? He says, "I'll take my revenge," and then just fucking booty blast. He sacrificed his heart, but he still survived, laughing at his enemies. And he busted out Trap of Agalia. Is that what you're talking about, Dean? Or are we talking about something way before? He sacrificed himself to kill Tametomo, and thanks to that, thanks to Yona, he was able to do it. Yes, essentially, he remembered Johanna, and he was just like, "Oh, I remember." And then just fucking Hajapwa, right? In exchange for his life, he fucking went balls deep. Because of the priestess's words, and he remembered it. The miracle was that he didn't die instantaneously, and he was able to prevail himself a bit longer. That allowed him to do his paladin's job. Is that what you're looking for? Sorry, like I said, there's a mess in my head. So was it just sacrifice for the glory of servant pursuit in that singularity? So it was just a sacrifice. Even Kareya as observer failed to remember him. Yes. Is it that bad not being able to remember a naked man? Naked man is our homie to the end. Yep. So sacrifice to anything. I just thought he used his MP and travel time dimension minimal damage. Yeah, I've already explained it. He technically tried it out, but he still got Hippogriff got hit, then he got hit. Before he gave up, he remembered the words of the priestess, and he kind of like held on by like a couple seconds. That allowed him to fucking trap a Galeota. That allowed Astolfo to beat Tametomo. Something like that. Yeah. Because it was a fatal enough damage, right? And even Tamatomo said that was what a miracle. So, Astolfo would have died if the words of encouragement and words of Johanna was not remembered in his brain cell, right? Because remember, Astolfo don't have brain cells. So the fact that he remembered something that Johanna has said to him on that spot and like remembered Johanna itself wasn't a feat to an accomplishment nearly close to a miracle. That allowed him to push forward to push further and beyond, right? The classic hero, right? You know, and it is what it is. But any other questions? Mr. Code summoning shadow servants thanks to their connection. Looks that way. It's got me pretty beat. So let's talk about Blue Book then, shall we? Right. Speaking of Blue Book, do you guys know what the story of Blue Book is about? Do you guys know what a Blue Book is? Start with that. If you type in Project Blue Book, right? There is a specific Wikipedia article that specifically states it's a TV series, right? It's a TV series, but there is a thing called Project Blue Book. Project Blue Book was a code name, okay? Project Blue Book is a code name for systematic study of unidentified flying object by the United States Air Force about 1952 to 1969. Right? You don't have to remember all this shit. Just understand that Project Blue Book had two goals. It was to determine if UFO were a threat to national security and to scientifically analyze UFO-related data, right? And ironically, right? Hello, Soda. If you've gone through the very beginning of Blue Book's little story, right? It kind of talks about how he travels through essentially his world, and kind of talks about it all the way, right? So 2 out real pain if you disappear on me now. I think we could skip this part. Body double, authentic memory, rails at one, singularity, infiltration, why done it, Reagan, Rongo, Maniac, it's either in body double or the guy will also explain you the terminology that I'm trying to find. Authentic memory. I'm trying to find it. It's in the it's an old magic chat. This got applied during Sea Crisis, by the way. It's got applied it in Sea Crisis. This also gets applied in a couple other things. All our memories are getting erased. Oh God. The trauma. The nightmare. I always thought Blue Book was a Canadian man. No. Well, not really. Mash, you've been talking here, was an imposter. Dun, dun, dun. Mash was an imposter. Pasta. All that from just touching a paper. You surely, buddy, didn't even have to pick it up. That aside, damn it, I can't believe he's still alive. He's still just sneaking and underhanded as ever. This is exactly why I hate him and his stupid face. I can't tell how awful it was last time I was in London. I can't believe Mash is fake. She fake as fuck, bruh. Surprised that the demi-serving girl from Canada turned out to be an imposter, too. I'm so sick of two-faced backstabbers. Still, at least we know something's messed with. Bleak Grims. Tell that they're involved in their character deal. She never really died, right? She said goodbye to us. Farewell, Trubs. I know it's a lot to ask, but don't give up and do your best. I guess that's true. I can tell from your memory. She said farewell so you wouldn't spend so much time grieving. True, knowing those memories and feeling they are yours aren't quite the same. You could say that that's the difference between records and memories. I understand I'm my king's body double after all. It's my job to take one person's place based on somebody else's records. Just because I'm around doesn't mean it's okay for the king to die. Because of course that the king tends to get upset when I suggest it's okay if I died instead. Even though we're bonded through Magicraft, we're not really the same person. Just because we have the same records doesn't make the same us. Kind of like how two people are reading the same book and doesn't make them the same person. Still, there's one important thing remaining. If all those memories your body's been collecting through the scraps of paper are forgeries, then you're probably his true memories. That's why you're connected to him and why you are able to summon those shadowy servants. And if that's right, we better get you back to your body as quickly as we can. Memories also resides in the body and the soul, right? Remember, it says memories also reside in the body and the soul, not in the mind. So your true body should still recover even if you never make it back. But since you have a personality all of your own, you need to hurry up and reintegrate, or it'll get much harder. Well, at any rate, at least the door's open now. Looks like we've reached the end. I can see the leading car now. Rail Zeppelin. We have no clue still, and I find it odd that the Gouda had a dream related to Blue Book and Tron. I'm glad you did. Because that's going to play an important role. It's almost as if he saw through him, right? I can't show it to you because technically I haven't played Trom, so we can technically play Trom here. Because I think Blue Book Interlude comes out first, right, chat? Yeah, prologue or a study of a perfect human, chat. Wow, look at that. It says thoughts on what constitute as a perfect human. I mean, okay, but that's kind of vague, isn't it? For starters, we have to be agreeing on a definition for perfect before we could even discuss this. There's an excellent point. Then allow me to take the first crack at this. A perfect human is one who makes no mistakes. Let us set aside matters like overcoming hardships and making the impossible possible. We may then define a perfect person simply as one who makes no errors in judgment. Okay, it works for me. Even the most amazing genius or superhumans inevitably make an error in judgment. In fact, you could argue that the mark of a skilled, intelligent human being is that their ability to resolve matters in spite of any oversight or mistakes they may make. But that wouldn't technically count as perfect. Perfection is where you don't have any mistakes to make up for the first place. Even if a person is an average in every other regard, if their decisions are always correct, their actions, and by extension the person who performed them, would be perfect. So by definition, that would make someone who never overlooks anything a perfect human. But the moment they do overlook something, however small, they are no longer perfect. Is that what you're trying to say, Xion? Yes, that sounds about right. It is a shame that a single careless mistake is all it takes to knock someone off from a pedestal of perfection. However, were we to use your definition, Da Vinci, we could face a paradox. If a problem can be overlooked by a so-called perfect human, then that problem is more perfect than that human. Assuming it's equal to the task of deceiving a perfect human who never makes a wrong decision anyway. Oh, but in that case, maybe it's a situation where it only seems like someone made a mistake. But in reality, they simply choose to overlook that problem. Almost like Holmes, right? In other words, a case where a perfect human deliberately overlooked the problem in order to be perfect. The problem is, in this case, shouldn't be solved at all. In that case, overlooking the problem would be the correct choice. A perfect choice for other purposes. But at that point, I guess we're just arguing semantics, huh? And semantics are very important right now. ... Are you done with your side chatter? Stormborder will be leaving the Arctic Circle soon. You two aren't just passengers, you're technical and special advisors. It's your duty to make regular status reports, even if they don't have to be much new. Understood, Captain. We did, in fact, originally come to give you a report. Then allow me to explain Nov Karadea's current situation in our next few steps. It has been several days since the British Lost Belt has completely vanished. We've successfully brokered peace with the immatured beast, Koyanskaya. Notice that it said immature, right? So she's not completely a beast, but she is an immature beast. Koyanskaya of the, However, immediately following this, we were attacked by the foreign god, and lost our temporarily base in the Wandering Sea. Fortunately, all the Novum Karadea staff managed to escape the Stormborder. We struck back at foreign god. Oh, by the way, that is New Olga, right? New Olga Murray, with the same gravitational destruction she used on the Wandering Sea, confusing her long enough to... Well, I would like to believe that her not coming after us means that our plan was quite successful. Unfortunately, she is far beyond what we would consider normal, that it is impossible to be certain. At any rate, both Spiritron calculation engine Torais Megis II and the near future observation lens of Shiba have been brought aboard onto the Stormborder. It is now serves as Karudea's flying base of operations. That is the situation in which we now find ourselves. Now that we have escaped you, Olga Murray, currently using Torais Megis II's prognostications to move between different safe zones. Despite encountering our shares of difficulties at our various stops, we continue our flight even as we speak. We've been crisscrossing the Eurasian continent east and west. Of course, we occasionally touch down to convert the few remaining buildings into Spiritrons and stock up on resources. We ended up hiding out in the Arctic Circle for a pretty long time. Unsurprisingly, it was freezing there. I can't say I cared for that. I'm not built for the cold. Had a feeling you might have been freezing there. Sorry about that, Captain. I hope you give us a break on that. Torais Megis II suggested it was the safest place to lay it low. I know, and it worked ever since the Foreigner God hasn't attacked us here. But the thing changed yesterday, right, Captain? We're just about to be weaponizing the essence of the sacred sword we obtained in the British Lost Belt. Thank you so much for the raid, iMaximizing. We are having AMA on 6.5, so do be careful, my good friends. I hope you had a wonderful stream, and if you have any questions, ask away, right? I will answer 6.5 for you as best as possibilities without spoiling LB7 and beyond content, right? And I hope your stream went well. Welcome, Raiders! If you do not know who I am, name is Tolovetrouble. I am your analyst, your translator, and your theorist, and trying to make sure that everybody can be similar, if not on the same page, because 6.5 was very, very heavy in its lore drop. So, I hope you guys had fun, enjoyed yourselves, and we got about an hour. Thanks for the raid once again, iMaximizing. I hope your stream went well. I'll give you a shout out there. There you go. But yeah, it's a simulate for new necessity test. So Commander Godov, Administrative Advisor, Holmes, me, Technical Advisor, and the rest of the Canadian staff have all agreed that it's time to leave the Arctic behind. Now, notice something familiar, right? Very interesting. During the Arctic, Olga Murray's assault has calmed down. Our next destination is the Foreign God's base, South America. That's where we'll find our final showdown. At long last, we're pressing through North America to the final Lost Belt. Yep, I just gotta look at the Sacred Sword's Ornaments official name too. The whole Nemo series thinks it's great, myself included. Right? Admittedly a little hyperbolic, but that's just the part of the charm. And then something bad occurs. Anomaly detected. Errors in Torres Megisecond's prognostications and Shiba's near future observations record. New undocumented obstacle in Novum Cadadea's plan to defeat the Foreign God detected. Steep decline in proper human history's verification levels on this bleached Earth confirmed. Future threatening interference with the past, right? Future threatening interference with the past confirmed. All Cadadea staff prepare for ray shift sequence at once. Shiba's observations indicate this massive singularity may be the single greatest direct attack on human history. Right? And then it starts. The 6.5 beauty, right? I'm not going to go too far into it because obviously we played it enough. Only my friend is the coffin maker. But let us start from the very beginning, okay? So, Project Blue Book. If you guys don't know what Project Blue Book was, I've already explained it to you before, right? It was a project to UFO, shenanigans. Identified aircrafts, trying to get things done. That's what Project Blue Book was called in real life, right? In our life, IRL. But now, it's technically be mentioned, right? That was the code name of this research. In this live stream, essentially, we're going to be talking about big LB 6.5 spoilers, so be careful, right? So understand that there is 4 different timelines that we have to deal with in FGO. It's gonna be a bitch, right? It is a bitch. Because there's 4 different timelines of FGO we have to work with. Because we have our timeline, right? The FGO mobile timeline. Then we have the Blue Book timeline, started from which one was it? Sin intro, right? Season 3. Hey, look, Lost Belt 3, right? Ironic that Lost Belt 3, Road to 7 kind of correlated together, line, right? Very nicely. The intro to Lost Belt 3 talks about Blue Book's timeline. And then there's Shion's timeline, which essentially was a, I think it was the intro to LB4. and then Kiristraya's timeline, which was explained somewhere near LB5. I don't know. I can't remember to pinpoint it exactly where it is. But around the last tidbit of like LB5, of course, Olympus, right? 5.2, not 5.1. Kadok and others kind of explain themselves where they go. And then on top of that, we got another timeline. But this timeline is very special because the timeline, you have to get a Lost Room material from Moonlight, right? Because Moonlight / Lost Room is anime exclusive timeline that essentially happened. But two things has happened, right? Because Kiristraya is essentially our timeline. So just think about it like that. We have the timeline of two timelines where the Tree of Emptiness came in and then the Earth bleached versus the Earth bleached, then the Tree of Emptiness came along. Okay, you guys with me so far? If you guys don't know, let me show you, right? So first, we're going to be talking about Sin 3. So we're going to be talking about Material Story, Main Records, Cosmos and the Lost Belt, Lost Belt 3, Intro Part 1. It should have been Intro Part 3, I think. Maybe. How long has I been since the colony of survivors? I managed to keep a log for the first 30 days, but now it just feels like I lost the ability to keep track of time. In my defense, it's hard to count the days that we didn't even have nights anymore. It all blurs together. I still have no idea how it's going on to this point, but what can I say for sure is someone in the sun is shining every corner of the world at once. With everything bleached white as far as I can see, you get numb to the time as well as the distance. My food and water was starting to run out. Once they do, that'll be it for me. At least my old motorcycle is still purring like a kitten. Now, understand this part right here, right? Okay? Chat. He says my old motorcycle is still purring like a kitten, okay? I never expected this solar generator to work this well for this long. I prove that you can ride an old motorcycle from Australia all the way to North America as long as you have a surface to ride on and a solid engine. Okay? I drive over sinless white land. Maybe the wasteland isn't the right word. It's more like pavement without so much as a single crack or seam to be seen. It's nothing like a desert. It's just nothing's here. I don't even get the nature sort of austerity wonder the wasteland it gives off. It's not as much that it seems like life had died out as that it never existed to begin with. Case in point, I've not seen a single sign of death or decay in this whole time. Not a single corpse, no plants, no animals, no insects, not a single microbe. This isn't a dead world, it's an empty one. There's nothing, not even a bacteria to make food spoil. It feels clean, too clean. Never mind that last bit. I must be more tired than I thought. I'm getting overly sensitive. I can see an unnatural shape just up ahead, probably more remnants. I think I'll rest there today. Maybe there will be some food left if I'm lucky. Remnants in this case are areas of somewhat escaped rest. Well, more places that remained in parts despite being razed. The colony I left behind was situated in some remnant. If any satellites were still intact, we might be even able to connect with the other survivors. Not that it would make us any less powerful. They're Minecraft buildings? After all, if that tree were to attack again, humanity will be truly gone, right? That's important, right? Tree to attack again. Survivor 0, sign of people 0, no one's here, single message. No food, sadly, but a port in a storm. Besides just seeing artifacts of civilization like this, does it wonders for morale, even getting ruins through brutal vision. Blank, blank, blank. I shrug my shoulders as I sit down. I used to be a sofa. The shrug is just desperate ploy to convince myself I am calm, but strangely, it still helps. play back the only message data that can be found. It is essentially the same as others out there. I'm scared. Run away. It hurts. Hello, Pyong. Why? Right? Fun fact, right? If you guys remember at the end of the Trom, Jofku, aka Jufu, right? If you guys remember Jufu, the alter ego caster that kind of helped us along the way at the second half of the game. She essentially went to multiple servants and gave out description of its masters, right? Some of them were more hostile than others, right? Other of them were more elegant, right? They were more like, oh, I don't hate humanity, but the question that stays the same is why? No, help me. Please forgive me. There it is again. Why? Why were these people being attacked? Why were they erased? Notice how he says erased, right? Why were they erased? I did my best to recall that day calmly and objectively. The year when Earth fell to the invaders from another world, right? This is very important, so make sure you write this down. Long time no see, how are you? Right now I'm doing an AMA on 6.5. If you got any question, Pyonli, you are more than welcome to. I'm doing alright so far. Been chilling. How about you? Truth be told, we had time to prepare. Maybe it was only 12 hours, but it still was time that we could have used. On that New Year's Eve, we lost every satellite around the world instantaneously. In consequence, we were not able to observe a single cosmic ray, even as a whole world was reduced to blank dust gray sphere. Okay? I know now that it was a membrane in the sky, right? A dome of sort made by the tree's branches that was placed over the entire world. But we weren't exactly in a position to sit down and take stock of what happened that day, not with all the crazy things going on. 12 hours later was Armageddon. A total slaughter. A massacre on an unimaginable scale. Uncountable. Tree things descended on the earth like so many tentacles from space, right? Notice how he's describing it, right? It's saying that the tentacles descended from space. They crawled across the world, finding and exterminating all life forms with an unyielding accuracy and unnerving tenacity, killing almost every human on the planet over the course of 3 months. After all, the trees just disappeared, returning to the sky and leaving behind a blank, desolate world. Now, in here, it specifically stated the trees came in, then the desolate world was left behind, right? So in David's world, understand that we have a tree attack, right? Tree attack, and then a desolate world, aka you can explain it as easily as tree of emptiness, then the bleachification of the world. Even now thinking about it makes me tremble, right? Not at the revelation that aliens really did exist. Not even the realization that our world, our civilization had been erased and would never return. No, what scared me was those trees' tenacity. The way they extended their branches to destroy a person's heart with a single stab. Okay? Person's heart with a single stab. Right? Upon their death, people would instantly turn into dust, their agonizing screams still echoing around them. There were no exceptions. Even though these aliens possessed weapons of mass destruction large enough to blot out the sky, they chose not to use them. Instead, they went out of their way to erase billions upon billions of people, one at a time. They were like some kind of twisted artisan burning with preserved passion for their craft. those of us who did survive, like myself, only managed to do so by being hidden underground facilities at the time. Dizziness starts to overwhelm me. Maybe I should rest up for today. Tomorrow I'll set it back. Wishful thinking. Made up Neptune, destination Thune. Last place that I'll be caught on camera. Right? He's trying to go to Nevada. Area 51. Signed, David Bluebook. Right? Because, yeah, the only place in this world that has not been wiped clean. In David Bluebook's world, Area 51 is the only place that has not been wiped clean. However, if you've kept playing and if you've kept noticing, the origin port from this singularity is that Area 51 caused an entire bleachification of the Earth from our side, in our world, right? In our world. The bleachification of the Earth was been programmatically shown that we have Area 51 has been the origin point. Is it even possible to restore humanity? I have dumb theory now. Oh, it's impossible to restore humanity. I'm glad you have dumb theories. Tell me all about it. Elon Tech can't even resist alien attack. Yeah. If you got more questions, ask away, right? Because I'm gonna show you the David Bluebook's intro, right? And then I will show you. Next up is. Yeah, I gotta go continue to the next. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. I gotta pee. BRB. Alright, let's start to rewatch the continuation of Sin. Intro part 2 by David Bluebook, right? I got 6 minutes to chat somehow and then Trub AFKs. And unfortunate. I have to take a piss. Hey, hitting that sub button prevents you from getting added 24/7, my son. Simultaneously, if you haven't spent your Twitch Prime, use your Twitch Prime now! Did we drive into a whole other world when I was looking? It was nothing but clear skies, I can see just a moment ago. Now I've got an announcement of my own. I estimated the border has an hour until it sinks. Yeah, there's one problem. There's no land to go back to. We're smack in the middle of the North Sea. Da Vinci, we can still initiate Zero Cell here. Surely that we must prepare for sinking our deaths. Oh wait, this is, no, I don't want this. This is LB3. I don't want LB3. I need to go to LB1 outro. That's what it is. Yeah. Sorry. It was not in Sin. It goes to, because it's funny, right? Because remember, it's prologue, intro 3-1, and then we have to go prologue, outro 1. Because it's funny because you gotta go 3, 1. It's all over the place. And so our history came to an end. It's been 90 days since the invasion from space began. In that time, the entire planet has been wiped clean. We've been fighting back for 3 months. 3 long, arduous months. Every single attempt ended in a failure. Of course they did. We had all kinds of security measures in place to deal with other countries, but we were completely unprepared for invasion from outer space. The United States fought hard to the last man, but even so, they only last a matter of days. With no other options left, all but few remaining humans could do is to stand and stare around dumbfounded at the endless stretch of nothingness. Everyone resigned themselves to the fact that each passing day could truly be their last. But not me. I couldn't just let it happen like this. So I turned my back on the campsite and walked away like a petulant child, casting a death ear to the people offering up their final prayers. Before me, I saw a vast wasteland of endless white. Any trace of humanity has been completely erased. We no longer had any hope for survival, let alone turning the tide. Nothing can be done. In this wasteland, I searched through old records like a raccoon pawning through garbage. I managed to find an old motorcycle. Remember, old motorcycle, okay? The fact that Blue Book David constantly states that his motorcycle is old is very important in this entire understanding of 6.5, okay? And what we've seen across the corridor. If I'm going to die, at least I want to know why, right? That might be a bit of a stretch, Birdman. No, I'm not. I genuinely, I want you guys to understand how important the sheer fact that Blue David David, right? You can call me crazy, but the sheer fact that he calls motorcycle old is very important. Because I'm going to tell you a truth bomb, and you're going to have to figure this out, okay? Blue Book is 100 years in the future. Blue Book's timeline exists 100 years in the future from us. That's it. Right? That's a truth bomb. And it's very hard for I to explain that because I have to start explaining all the other fundamental bullshits. But just understand that the fact that he's pointing out that his motorcycle is old is going to play an important role later once he gets to Area 51. Were we supposed to know that? You essentially, if you keep reading, if you read Blue Book's records from top to bottom and replay 6.5's couple final notions, you'll get the connection right away, right? It's very difficult, don't get me twisted. It took at least me and others at least 9 months to figure out a authentic connection and have a probable theory that practically kind of proved itself. It's not foretold because it is implicated, and simultaneously it works because of ex faliso qualidebet, aka the principle of explosion of concept of contradiction, plays a phenomenal role in the theory. I'm surprised that he can even find gasoline for the motorcycle. Now, it is powered by solar, right? Remember, in Sin, right, LB3 intro, he specifically said it was purely powered through solar. Right? but it is run on gas to an extent. He did a little fuckatry hybrid, right? You know the classic hybrid cars that we have? Right, it says, I managed to keep 30 days at ability time. My defense, count a day, we don't know. Blurs all together. I still have no idea. Sunshine in every corner of the world at once. With everything bleached as far as white, you get numb to time and distance. Food, water, starting to red out. At least my old motorcycle is still purring like a kitten. I never expected this solar generator to work this well for this long. It proves to you that you can ride an old motorcycle from Australia to North America as long as you have a surface to ride on and a solid engine. Right? There it is. That was more weirder than Aliens, to be perfectly honest. Yeah. It's very difficult. To get to that answer, it's very difficult. Because you have to understand what David is trying to tell you, right? Because I think in Prologue Outro 1, he specifically says it is an old motorcycle, right? It's just nothing but the question if I'm going to die, at least I want to know why. I can accept alien invasion. I can accept alien invasion. I can even accept the end of the world, but I can't accept not knowing why they invaded us or how. The invasion lasted 90 days. There must have been some sign leading up to it. Somebody must have seen it coming. Or maybe someone knew about this and decided to let it happen. How did these invaders first make their way onto Earth to begin with? How? Someone needs to figure that out that much, or humanity will never be to rest in peace. So I kept exploring until I found to lead some sort of a clue that led me to an answer as I seek. This recording might just be me talking to myself, but still, every chance that leads to the last document remaining on Earth. My name is David Bluebook. I'm an oddball setting off to the last trip of his life, searching for an answer in a world where I'll be lucky to see you tomorrow. Researcher's log, 2018. Okay, so this is important too. Researchers log 2018. 18 hours have passed since the events observed in New Mexico. At last, Subject E has been relocated to this base. In 2018, chat, a researcher log specifically stated that Subject E was relocated to New Mexico. Nevada, obviously. Honestly, I can barely contain my excitement. This is the biggest thing that happened since the Roswell UFO incident in 1947. Do you know when, quote-unquote, Project Blue Book got established? It established from March 1952. But initially, a similar project was signed called Project Sign or Project Saucer in 1947. Okay? 1947 is called Project Sign, which was essentially a project was to collect, evaluate, and distribute within the government all information relating to UFO sightings on the premise that it might represent a national security concern, right? But anywho, moving on. I have no idea how it ended up making an emergency landing on this planet, and I don't care. What I do know is that our visitor is at death's door and needs our help if it's going to survive. I also know that it is an intelligent life form and is nothing like us humans. Its form beggars belief. Thank goodness for the boundless capacity of human imagination. This visitor from the distant world looked exactly like the sort of thing one would see in a horror movie. My orders are to perform a surgery on this new life form, new friend from beyond the stars, to save its life and hopefully establish communication. I'm literally trembling with excitement. My entire staff and I are eager to begin our work. This will be a difficult operation, but we will save it. This will be By far the most fulfilling work I've ever done. How could I not see that it succeeds? My only regret is that I won't be able to share these discoveries with the outside world. This project is classified as they come, and those who know will ever be disclosed to the public. Until then, we must continue to nurse it back to health in secret here in the underground facility. It is here that I must study this new, strange life form. These tree roots come to life. Is he from the future? Technically, he is from the future. Is Blue Book trying to pull a Terminator back to the past and help with something? Oh, no. He's, Blue Book's entire book, right, was all about his records and what he did and what he tried, right? Blue Book mission, yeah. Somehow knew about the alien attack and did nothing meanwhile, Atlas Institute was just laughing. Yeah, well, Atlas is disconnected from the world, right? So they don't give a fuck. They see that shit and be like, that shit happened like 5 million times. It's not my problem, brother. Right? Also, understand that Subject E, right? Subject E came into an underground facility where, in technicality, Blue Book reached, right? And, oh shit, I don't have, unfortunately, I don't have Trom's records right now because I have to play through it. But essentially, if you remember, it is described, the table, right? The table of the surgery room was described as a retro location, right? I don't know if I can find it. Maybe I can find it. Maybe it's an intro 5.2. Maybe. I hope. Question mark. My journey is drawn to it. It won't be long. I'll be arriving to the Nevada, but that'll change once I get there. I certainly will be getting my reward for my trouble. Nor do I have home to return to, or enough fuel to get me there if I ever did. The only point of this journey ever had was to go there I was going. Well, no, that may be technically accurate, but it's still quite not right. Let me be clear so I don't invite any misunderstandings. When I say I don't have enough home to return to, I don't mean that in the heartless, cold-blooded bastard sense. My home may be gone now, but I still remember it clearly. And as long as I have those memories, I'll never feel the pain of its loss. See, since I was born, I had the ability, for, or better, or worse, to recall anything I've seen in perfect detail. It's called hyperthymasia. And hyperthymasia plays a big fucking role here, so remember that. Blue Book David has a capability called hyperthymasia, right? Though it's more commonly known as superior autobiological memory. My friends consider it a disability and sympathized with the drawbacks, but the scientists considered it as a gift. It drove me insane when I was a kid. At some point, it caused me to hate cities and people in general. When I grew up, I left the city behind and started living in a much quieter life, out in the village nearby the mountains. As a result, I only spend about a third of my life in a busy, urban area, so I'm not really overburdened with memories of those places. Still, my memories are just as clear now as they ever were. I can see friends I used to hang out with smiling and laughing as if they were right there next to me. Of course, that includes the beautiful scenery and the stars that used to twinkle bright all across the nighttime sky. Maybe that is why I couldn't shake my doubts about why this happened the way it did. Something just seemed off. I don't mean the Earth's surface being bleached white. I mean, it feels like something even bigger has changed. But in a way, I can't put my finger on it. Whatever it is, I've noticed at different points during this journey. There was something different about the sky above Russia, Scandinavia, China, India. Whatever it was, they weren't the same skies that I'd seen before. There must be some other change occurring in the place I'm not privy to. Or maybe some other humans besides me are struggling to fight back. Maybe they're doing their best to retake this world, this planet, this universe for humanity even as I speak it. Unfortunately, as intriguing as that possibility is, the places are much too far away for me to make a detour, and I have precious little time as it is. I ran out of food yesterday, my bike's not going to last much longer. Again, once I reach my destination, my journey is technically over. It would be nice if whoever's causing these changes take place around the world were to stop by the States. But I doubt anyone who's lost as hard as me and the rest of humanity have anything close to that kind of good luck left. What a strange feeling. Even if this is the end of me, in multiple sense, it still seems good to achieve the goal I set for myself. Why did humanity die out? Why did the alien invaders show up? Why did they conquer us by bleaching the earth white? My heart is racing at the prospect of possibility of uncovering the answer to these and all the other mysteries. I've already arrived at the U.S. Air Force Base known once as Area 51. It's the one place, the only part of the texture, right? Texture on the entire planet that managed to evade the bleaching. The sheer secrecy surrounding this place led to all sorts of rumors about high-tech experiments and training being conducted here. But you never know that looking at it now. Not only there are no survivors here, there's not much a single piece of cutting-edge technology. Now, this is an important part, right? Not only there is no survivors here, but there's not so much as a single piece of cutting-edge equipment. This is Area 1 we're talking about, okay? This is Area 51, where in technicality, there should be cutting-edge equipment. Any seaplanes and armored tanks that may have been here before are long gone. Now, the very important part here, chat, is the seaplanes. Okay? You guys know what a seaplanes are? They're flying boats. You guys don't know what a seaplane is, right? Seaplane is a fixed-winged aircraft capable of landing and taking off on water, okay? But understand this. Seaplanes stopped being a functional thing, okay? In the 21st century, seaplanes maintain a few niches used, such as aerial firefighting, air transport, and around archipelagos and across undeveloped and roadless areas, some which have numerous lakes. Seaplanes sometimes used for specifically referred to float plane rather than flying boat, right? But just understand that seaplanes are World War II, essentially weaponries, right? They've low-key, right? Seaplanes? Yeah, seaplanes. And armored tanks. Right? Now understand this. Specifically understand this. Why on earth the modern America, right? America of modern times, why the fuck do they use seaplanes? And why is Blue Book describing seaplanes? Right? Because in technicality, even at a modern age, chat, we replaced seaplanes with another plane caliber. And do you know what that is? It's the fucking biplanes. Right? It's the fuck, what was it called, chat? It's the Twin Tower. It's not, no, not helicopters. It's the twin copters. Twin prop plane, I think that is. No, it's not twin prop plane. It's the one that can move left and right. It's modern replacement for helicopters. It also replaced helicopters. It was the V208 28 Valor, right? The Monday entering the purchase spent as for decades, making this the most significant purchase of the year. Latest attempt to replace scout copters. Voltols, that's what they are. Voltols, VTOLs, Voltol helicopters, right? Remember those Ospreys? I think Osprey is the better terminology. You know how the Ospreys, they got that twin double that can spin up and it can also spin like an airplane? It's movable. Here, I'd just rather show you a fucking picture. This one. Right? The Voltol. Right? In technicality, in modern times, chat, this should be what should have replaced seaplanes already. But it specifically states here that it is a seaplane. Because in modern age, America does not use seaplanes anymore because the Voltol is just so much better. So, seaplanes should not be created already. Okay? And then he specifically goes in the next one, right? And since there's no power, I doubt I'll be able to stock up on food or water either. On the plus side, the buildings are mostly untouched, so at least I can go shifting to rubble. I can't believe it. Rain clouds cropped up here out of nowhere. I guess that means it still rains in the last area of Earth that has been bleached away. I pushed my excitement down to keep it from getting the better of me, but began to carefully making my way through the base. Rain clouds clopped up in the side, overheard, struck around the whole time I was there. I learned several things from my expedition into the inside of the base, a part completely cut off from the outside world. I wish I could offer, right? I wish I could offer my own personal insight on what I found, but since I'm running low on both time and energy, I have to stick to just the facts. This base, did the fact contain an alien life form? 2018, subject relocation. 2018, initiate subject examination. According to the documents that I found, this subject, right? This subject had flown to New Mexico in the year of 2018. The craft that had been piling the craft it had been piling either burned up when it entered Earth's atmosphere or was possibly destroyed by the subject itself, according to the handwritten note, leaving the subject completely exposed upon its discovery. The injury sustained during the emergency landing had left critical injury, wounded near death, but by flash freezing it, the Air Force managed to preserve its life functions. They then brought to this base. All the other records pertaining to the subject can be summed up in a single word: gruesome. The scientists performed all kinds of tests, experiments, and surgeries in order to keep this alien visitor alive. They conducted clinical trials with different kinds of medicine. They tested every known substance on Earth to see how it would react. They observed a reaction that corresponded to pain. They observed a reaction that corresponded to joy. To measure its endurance, they stopped supplying it with nutrients. Then they tried to burn it, freeze it, melt it, attach things to it. They stirred its intestines around, cut off parts of its body, measured signals from the organs they thought it was a brain. They performed all sorts of this research, what could also be called a very crystallization of human history, on the subject while it was still living. It didn't take long for the surgical procedure meant to resuscitate the subject to morph into a brutal exploitative experiments. And since the cells taken from the subject's samples were made up from elements that didn't exist anywhere on the planet, it wasn't even hard to imagine for the further research could eventually lead to a military and civilian applications. Truth be told, that was where the top brass's true interest lied. After all, ever since the turn of the 20th century, the energy race between nations had only continued to pick up speed. And there was now an insurmountable gap between industrialized nations and developing ones. I could tell from poring over the documents that they began to do their best intentions. They wanted their research to result in a better life for every person on Earth, to help humanity move past its endless squabble of wealth and forge ahead with new, loftier goals. However, the Area 51 researchers didn't see these things the same way. With every experiment they ran, they became more and more certain that the subject was emitting a constant unknown signal. It was calling for help. So they thought, if they could run experiments on it, if they could keep inflicting greater levels of pain on it, even more potential test subjects were bound to show up. That is why it all happened. That wasn't a natural disaster, it was a man-made one. But was that truly the reason? I finally know those trees came here. Now I just need to confirm one last thing. Was this the true cause? Was there really a Subject E here at this base? I have to see for it myself. And I have to do it before I die of malnutrition. It took me several days to discover that door. E, reference room. A secret area that had been built even further underneath the base's underground structure. I managed to open the door and make my way inside the sealed-off passageway. I can already tell that there's something here. This is it. This is where I'll find the answers I've been seeking. There's just something different about the air in this passageway that makes me all too clear. My instruments aren't picking up anything unusual, even though the passage itself is something from another world, entirely removed from what we think of it as reality. I know this passageway is made out of iron and steel, but it feels like I'm walking on pulsating jelly. I make my way across the simultaneously hard, soft, warm, cold floor, one careful step at a time. Remember, this part was specifically explained as well when we were walking the corridor of the space, right? The corridor of passage, right? During 6.5 at the last thread, the Blue Book is walking the same corridor. My body temperature is dropping like a stone. I can barely breathe. My consciousness is hanging by a thread. I can't even remember how many days it's been since I had last something to eat or drink. Soon I won't even have enough energy to talk into the recorder. But I can't stop now. I have to find the answers before I die. Answers that I'm pretty sure lie just beyond this passage. And he opens the door, right? And then he opens the door to the room, which is very important. Then there it is. Dots, huh? The only sound that escaped my lips was a gasp of quite shock. It was the most retro room, right? Remember, David specifically states right here, It was the most retro room that I could have imagined. If I had known better, I would have never thought that it was located in the middle of the most high-tech base on Earth. And yet there it was, on the top of the examining table. A bizarre thing that resembles nothing so much as a dead tree. Hey there. It's about time you showed up, Blue Book. Pa! Right? So the mystery man shot Blue Book. And then the continuation of introduction of 5.2 begins. Right? Oh, my music went off. Sorry. Give me a second here. It is unfortunate that they probably cut a lot of the explanation off too, because from what I'm seeing it, 最初のスタジオというのなく自慢の最終世紀が一つも残ってないから飛行機も飛行機も上昇もI might have to go back to the air base here. Because once it goes to Area 51, David Blue Book specifically talks about, at least in Japan, right? Oh yeah, no there's so much as a single piece of cutting edge technology, right? Any seaplanes and armored tanks that may be here before are long gone. So yeah, so this is very important, right? Because the connotation here, it says not are there only any survivors, right? There's not much as a single piece of cutting edge technology equipment. Then he says any seaplanes and armored tanks that have been here before are long gone, right? He in technicality, chat, the sentence points out at the seaplanes and says that is a cutting edge technology. Right? Which is very interesting. By reading those two together, before the bleachification of the Earth, Area 51 can be produced that the freaking cutting edge equipment experimentation, right? It says, yeah, the rumor about high-tech experiments and training. High-tech experiments were being conducted in Area 51 that Blue Book knows about, right? So for him to say seaplanes and armored tanks are not to be in sight in a high-tech experiment, experiments and training area is kind of weird, right? And specifically, as a reminder, Area 51 is the place where it rains. And buildings were unscratched and unharmed. And really good, right? Because David specifically states it right here. The rain clouds are overheard, completely cut out from the outside world. I wish I could offer my personal insight, both time and energy to stick with facts. The spacing fact contained in the life form. Give me a second. The very important part is the texture. Yeah, it still rains in the last area of Earth that hasn't been bleached away. I pushed my excitement down to keep getting the better of me, began carefully making my way through the base. Insight, found energy, fast as life. Ah, there we go. Yep, this part's the important part. And I'm glad that they kind of like noted it on that too, on NA translation. It says, it's one place that the only part of the texture on the entire planet that has managed to evade the bleaching, right? The texture. So the theory goes that this location that David encountered was a 2000, technically 18, I think, right? Because of NA. NA is 1 year behind. Yeah, so the location that's currently in Area 51 is a 2018 textured location, okay? That's 2018. There's something echoism going on with this narration as well. Yep. Right, it's important, Chan. And I'm going to slowly try to dissect it little by little. Right? Because the perfect example will be like Baldandering Sea, right? Because remember, Baldandering Sea specifically said, we'll go back to the Baldandering Sea, which is event after Tunguska, right? Right after Tunguska was over. Is that bitch on interlude yet? Tunguska Century, there we go. And at the very end, a certain mage comes out of a door, right? Coming back from a lockdown, yada yada yada. I have to go all the way. Fo's just been staring at the ceiling ever since he got there. Fo can be fucking staring at the ceiling because he knows. There she is, our Presidente. We gotta go back and get her. No, protag. She was very clear with me on this point. Specifically tell you to don't get protagonist because she's trying to close all the gates. Because the conversation that a certain mage has with Shion is very important. Right here. Yada yada yada. So a mage comes in, right? Mage says, have things changed and no longer consider polite to say always in person? Yada yada yada, turn on spiritual and technical, yada yada yada. Blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Thank you so much for giving us face to face one last time. It is enough to kill an entire continent. But no matter, I did not have anything better to do with it anyway. That is why my mentor agreed to let me waste it on a visit to the future. Your mentor, do you mean one of the mages who created the real Wandering Sea? I was told that there was nobody left in the Ganon, but between you and your mentor, it sounds like there were two. Only with the Lost Belt, that is. Only within the Lost Belt, that is. Outside of them. Outside again, the Gate of Rebirth should rightly no longer exist in your timeline. Regardless, the Wandering Sea of 2019 is now about to disappear. It's no business of Katadea's whether I exist or not. So, you are not going to scold at me, even though this island's about to be destroyed as a result of you lending it to me? Of course. The Wandering Sea will always exist. In the distant past, they will build a workshop on a remote island in a far-off sea to cut themselves off from humans and gods alike. And then they erased it alongside the area surrounding it from that universe. The Wandering Sea is now a child lost in space-time continuum, eternally missing person. No one can observe or touch it. Right? And, yeah, その生きごと、その宇宙から消したんだ. It says they erased it, right? Along with the area surrounding it from that universe. The entire Wandering Sea, right? The Distant past, they built a workshop. A workshop of a remote island far off seas to cut themselves off from humans and gods. They erased it and its surrounding areas from that universe. Right? And then if you go back to intro, right, they talk about the Wandering Sea. The quote-unquote, the overriding of texture, right? Rokai Bunshi Gensho. I believe that is explained in Lost Belt 1. I think Lost Belt 1, Da Vinci specifically talks about the texture override phenomena in Empire of the Beast. I can't remember exactly where it was, so give me a second for not whatchamacallit. Morning, Fo-chan. Yeah, it's just I'm trying to have a conversation with everybody else here. I'm getting used to my room here. Focum goes up. Focum goes down. Get up or get down. Of course I am. I have to go back all the way to the part where we go out scouting. Because Da Vinci specifically talks about the concept. Specifically concept of overriding the texture. There's a specific word America will have to use that I just cannot remember for the life of me. Oh, foul. We ended up at their HQ, yada yada yada. Don't give a fuck. Let's go. It's now or never. Throttle it up, baby. Go, go, go. We'll just take it in the butt. Let's do it. No. Lost Belt Def D. D for these nuts. Grand Duchess of the Beast Nation. Actually, I can't skip this cutscene because PA establishing shadow border. Yeah, we gotta go outside, and once we go outside, Mash will explain the phenomena. Not Mash, Da Vinci is gonna explain the phenomena. It's so fucking freezing. Woo! Close the door. God damn, boy. It's so cold. Are they singularities? Too early to tell. I got this. Because remember, Gatia used incineration of humanity to attack human history, right? Understand that the Lost Belt is attack of the Earth, right? Lost Belt's attack of the Earth using Lost Belt as a chain to assault humanity in a different format. But instead of affecting human history, it affected Earth. Explore this place together. Aw, so cute. I think it's called like the prune theory? Is that what it's called, chat? Prune theory? Prune theory phenomena? I don't remember what this shit's called. Damn! Yeah, it's what it is? Okay, yeah. The prune theory phenomena. That's the part that I was trying to talk about. Wolfman. He's a wolfman, Chad. He's a wolfman. Wolfman. He's a wolfman. We just want to talk, wolfman. Please. You guys midgets? But you got your fur flesh. Well, you got no fur coats. Flesh meat? Keep it moving! Oh crap, we gotta find... It's the fucking ass hats. Can't remember what they're called. Thanks. Oh my god. Holy shit. Like, can we get to the part of pruning theory texture phenomena? I don't think I can get there, chat. I ain't gonna lie. So it's gonna be rough, but it's something called the pruning theory phenomena, yada yada. All right. I don't know why they would do something like that. At least boy being spotted. Pruning theoretical phenomenon. There you go. That's what I wanted to hear. I must applaud your sheer tenacity. Calm down, Mash. Don't get fucking antsy with this bitch. The best name they could have ever chosen. Huh? Bag sheet! Bag sheet. Bag sheet. Who are you calling a traitor? Let's go say Pekchi. Oh my god, this takes forever. Like goddamn, bro. I need the prune theoretical theory shenanigans, please. Where is it? Dude, I fucking can't remember. Like, Da Vinci gives an entire monologue about it somewhere near here. Servant can't reach their potential without their master, at the very least fighting terrible. Is there really servant? Maybe they're servant. Yes, we're so early in the fucking story that Da Vinci Holmes, you said something on my mind, it's not a moment. You should be seeing an area well suited. Da Vinci, sorry about that. I'm glad you make it in time. Stream precious. This will usually work out too short notice, you see, but never mind that. Chop chop never answered our question. Look, Benjamin Franklin did an experiment very similar to this and came up just fine. Well, some people call it the results weren't so lucky. Can't do science without breaking few scientists. What sort of a monstrous servant are you? I've never seen such a hostile working environment. Wait, that's it. I've had enough splash and use your head. Man, come on, bruh. We're gonna use a kite. Oh my god, we use the kite for summoning. Big brain. Holy shit. Oh my god. I'm just trying to find the theoretical theory phenomena. It's gonna be very hard to find this shit because it's somewhere in the it's somewhere fucking God knows here. You know what I'm saying? Well, Master Manifesto Doge from is it called fucking Lightning the Grand Duchess of Beast Nation? I think it's called Grand Duchess of Beast Nation. It is at the last one, I think. Who knows? Let me go check real quick. Hey, I love you too, bud. What the hell was that? Was that Cad? My goodness, scared the shit out of me. You know, they crossed swords. They fought back. Yada yada yada. Ivan the Terrible, you a hoe! There we go. Yeah, how good of you to come, pruner of humanity. Ah, fuck, it's like way behind us. Son of a bitch. No! No! It's the way. No! No! I don't want to go back. Your ignorance is the greatest sin of them all. I'm gonna order these Yagas to die. How dare you! Da Vinci, explain this shit to me. Yeah, pretty sure everything you said was spot on. I'm sorry, man. Finally took him long. Took him long enough. Yada yada yada. Blah 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 blah. Traitor! Traitor! This would appear to be a checkmate. Allies, yada yada yada. Huff huff huff, puff puff puff. Just stop. Just stop. I don't like where this is happening. Oh, there it is, chat. Paxi said, stop being a pussy! I'll never forgive you. You a pussy ass bitch. And I'll never forgive you! That's right, I'll never forgive you as long as I live. You know why? Because thanks to you, I now know there's another happier world out there. So stand up, damn it, and fight for it. Go on and brag about how you can smile in your stupid little world. Yeah. If your strength, you're gonna die. Nah, he said, Pad, don't worry, I'm gonna beat your ass. If we had a 9mm, we would have fucking gunned him down. But that gave us the courage to fight. Fight back. Clap them cheeks once again. Alright, it ain't it yet. I can't find it. But you know what I'm talking about. Theoretical phenomena, pruning theoretical phenomena. You know how that goes. I don't have to explain that shit to you. It's a thing, right? It's a thing. Let's get back to our studies, okay? I was trying to find theoretical proving theory of phenomena, but I can't find it, so we're moving on. But just understand its overriding of its textures, okay? Area 51 that David Blue Book saw overrided the texture of the bleachification, right? Of that Area 51. Just like the Boldandering Sea overrides the texture of its certain sea, so in regular view, it looks like a normal sea. But if you look the texture over it or under it, you clearly see the Boldandering, aka Wandering Sea. Right? The reason why that both things can survive, both the Area 51 that David Blue Book witnessed and the Wandering Sea able to survive, is because both of them are above the current texture, okay? I wonder if you guys can understand what I'm trying to say, okay? It's like layers. It's got onions, okay? It's got onions. Think of it as a layer, right? So in technicality, if that David Blue Book, okay? That David Blue Book location of Area 51 was frozen in time of 2018 of Area 51, right? Then the sheer fact that Moriarty mentioning a modern name like Bunker Buster, right? Remember, young Moriarty specifically says a location they were probably wary about a underground piercing bunker buster, right? And once they went to the special room, right? The special room that we walked into, right? Was the walls, the equipment on the walls are the newest cutting edge technology, but it's best to not touch it, right? So, let's have a review. All right? Understand that Blue Book, right, was... Everything started in 2017, okay? When Gatia did some next level shit. All right? Understand that? Are we with me so far? In 2017. So Blue Book comes from another era. Blue Books come from a different location, right? That's what I'm trying to say. Blue Book's timeline is not within our timeline, technically, right? I'm trying to get you guys to understand that circumstance. Because, what happened to our bleachification does not work well with Blue Book's bleachification. Okay? Wait, did Gundam Archer come from Area 51? No, it did not. That one I can answer you with whole honesty, it did not. Just understand that if you reread it, right, Blue Book specifically stated that the bleachification of the Earth started from the Tree of Emptiness, right, then the bleach of the Earth. While we started with bleachification of the Earth, then the Tree of Emptiness, which was caused by Lost Belt, which David Blue Book perceived, right? David Blue Book perceived that something is weird along all sides of the Lost Belt for some odd reason. Right? So, if David Blue Book, right? If David Blue Book exists on our Earth, where is David Blue Book's Earth? Right, chat? Do you know where David Blue Book's Earth is, chat? I'll show you a picture. All I need to do is show you a picture. And then we'll end the stream there. Okay? Thank you so much for watching. Greatly appreciated for you all guys for coming in here. I hope you guys enjoyed the AMA. And if you've enjoyed the theory, I'll probably do this next week as well so you guys have more understanding of what the fuck's going on. And I'll give you guys more insights on how the hell this is happening. And to answer why on earth this is my answer. So, I'll probably do this next week. Your homework is, okay, your homework, chat, understand what is Catadeus, right? Go back to your roots, chat. What is Catadeus? And what is Sheba? And what is Thrice Megas II, okay? Understand this. And tell me your findings and possibilities of why I said Blue Book is where he is, right? All right, chat. And tomorrow we're going to be doing more farming, Chatterino, Cappuccino. Give me a second here while I pull out my, schedule. Tomorrow, chat, we're going to be doing box treasure. So, in a weird way, we're not going to be talking about 6.5, but I can give you hints to 6.5, right? We're going to be probably farming treasure chests because I need more treasure chests, and I'm going to use this to play through 6.5, kind of dash through 6.5, so I can give you guys the quote-unquote important evidence in English translated version so you guys can understand it much easier. Okay? But once again, if you enjoyed the stream, make sure to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget YouTube. If you guys want to revise onto this video once more, it's always available on YouTube. So fun fact, Twitch is going to stop showing videos, okay? The content is going to be locked away on Twitch. So you have to watch them on YouTube. Okay, so make sure you hit that subscribe button on YouTube before the Twitch content is gone. Just a heads up. Don't forget to join our Discord. When you hit the Discord, don't forget to hit the ayaya button. Okay. Is it gonna be ASMR box opening stream? When I get a new PC, I'll probably think about doing a ASMR boxing opening stream. You know. But what it is that I need to farm JP. JP treasure chest 2 OPP to not farm. And I just missed an entire farm today. And I talked my ass off, so tomorrow's probably going to be my cooldown day. But yeah. Make sure you guys look into what Carudeus is. And enjoy yourself. Because remember, FGO will always revolve around Carudeus. Thank you guys so much for watching. Greatly appreciate it. Hope you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the live stream and can ignore ads and support me. And thank you so much for all the followers, resubs, Raiderino, Cappuccinos from every single one of you guys. I do believe my man is about to stream. Nani? My boy ain't streaming. What the hell, boy? I thought he'd be streaming. Am I crazy? Am I crazy, chat? Am I crazy? No, you're right there. Just gotta click on it. There we go. We did it, chat. I said 6 p.m. Well, he's already live, baby. You better open your eyes, homie. Deleting VOD that contains evidence. Intern cannot blame me for his existence. That's right. Also, I just want to make sure you guys traffic towards YouTube because I really do want to get a YouTube partnership. On top of that, I'm trying to get more YouTube content going. So it would definitely help if you guys click on that subscribe button. And don't forget to like the video for me. And spread the word. That's the only thing I can really ask of you guys. So once again, thank you guys so much. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little AMA. We'll do more next week. And until then, we're going to be rating Kadrov. So TTFN. Ta-ta for now. Bye, y'all.